All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 36 of the Better Take podcast. I'm your host, Russel Orhii, and today we have two special guests. We have two members of the GM podcast.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Legendary days. Legendary days.
We have Shawley Coker, and then we have Joshua Okonye.
You already know me.
Coker is not a Nigerian last name.
It's not. It's very English. Definitely.
I just noticed that shit.
Definitely, like, I mean, I think it's, I know it's definitely like.
Always wondered about that.
Our slave master.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the day.
Okay.
But you not, but you first generation.
I mean, we can get into it, yeah.
No, like, not mine, but like my ancestors.
But like they're in Nigeria.
Yeah, that was like their slave master. I think that was like the slave master name. Coker, I know Coker for sure cannot be like an African name. It's
there's
not.
No way.
It's definitely English.
I saw a white person. I was going to send in the group chat. I saw a white person with the last name Coker, and I was going to be like, is this your brother?
There was a coach in college football. His name was like Larry Coker. White.
Damn.
A lot of
I thought it was like I thought Coker, like I just assumed that it was just one of those, I don't know, African names that just I don't know, just
short for something.
Yeah, or just like it was just one of the random ones that didn't seem African, but somehow was or something. I don't know. I didn't really. I feel like since you were like your ancestors here or were in Nigeria, like that didn't happen. You know what I mean?
There were slaves in Nigeria.
Oh, I remember. I don't know when I was a kid.
European.
Yeah,
British.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, I asked my dad. He used to be like, "I'm like, Dad, were our ancestors slaves?" He was like, "No." He said,
"Oh God,"
because we have our last name Okonye. So he was just like, "No."
I thought at a point there was a point.
I mean, I'm sure
in history where all black people were slaves. Like, like back in the day, like
what the fuck?
Isn't that true?
No, man.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
Not all, but like,
nah, like man, not all. Of them. There was definitely. Have you seen the woman? The Woman King? Yeah.
Oh, there were tribes where it was like
there's tribes where like they definitely like sold like their people.
Yeah.
For like different things that they take.
Oh, the blacks sold their people to the whites.
Yeah. For slavery.
I saw that. Yeah.
But shit, how y'all been, man? Right now we're recording off of we're recording in Shawley's house, and because I already know, like, if you ask Shawley, hey bro, we're gonna record at my crib, ain't no fucking way.
I live way too far. Honestly, life has just been very different, just very slowed down. But I mean,
that's good.
You were saying we damn near had a podcast before we jumped on, but like you were saying, you don't leave the crib.
I do not leave this crib. I think I've made this house somewhere that I really don't have to leave, I guess.
It's a beautiful home.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, wonderful.
Beautiful neighborhood.
And I mean, for me, honestly, I'm just way too far from things. So for me, staying here is just like, it's optimal. I don't like leaving. My life has changed completely though. So I feel like I just cherish being at home and quiet and peace and like, I don't know. It's weird because we used to be so into like going out and shit,
bro.
But then I thought about it. I was like, I would actually like love to go to like Miami, like we did that one time, and go to a fight and like
just a quick weekend or some shit, just something. Yeah. I feel like there's something that we need to do, like whether we go to Vegas or Miami or something, just like a weekend trip. I feel like that's doable.
Yeah,
I mean, this is always the goal to like, well, at least like for me to like have a point where you don't have to be centralized, where everything like you can kind of move on the outskirts and just like. You kind of ducked off.
Yeah.
And you're not needed as much to be in the, in the city and things like that. For me personally, I do like being away from stuff and kind of like, just being to myself. But it is nice to still, make them trips and still have your fun and stuff like that.
Yeah, when I was driving 50 minutes to get here.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like you going through toll roads and
because I live in the city and then Shawley lives like in the suburbs. So when I was driving here, I was like, damn, bro, we're getting to a point now where like we're obviously like really good friends, but we see each other like maybe like once or twice or 3 times a year.
Yeah, maybe. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen Shawley since last year.
Yeah.
Since
it's crazy.
2023.
It is crazy.
And we live in the same city. But it's like we understand. I mean, we just kind of get it. It's like, yo, we got our own separate little ecosystems that we have to operate in.
But we talk every day though. Like we talk every day through the group
chat.
And
we
stuff
live
like
in Houston where like it's not that easy to just go from point A to point B, especially during work hours. Now that I've gotten older, I've realized like if someone like you lives in Houston and I live in Siena, Monday through Friday, it makes absolutely no sense for us to see each other.
Linking during the week is insane.
Absolutely.
And it's weird because I don't got shit to do, but I just feel like it's insane.
The traffic, the driving, it's ridiculous. And then on the weekends, of course, like for me, after the work week, I just want to sit at home and just like
do nothing.
No interaction, just like nothing. Wake up, train, watch movies, Netflix, wake up, train, watch movies, Netflix every day. That's I don't know. I feel like my mindset has changed so much to where I'm so like content with
domesticated.
Just like, yeah, I don't need anything. I don't need much.
If you're looking at Shawley's story, it's either going to be an Anaka preview, him wearing a Naka,
in the mirror,
him working out in his gym that's in his garage, or him in the pool.
That's the real thing. Like once you get your home gym, you really don't have to leave.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
And like your home gym is like you have everything you need. So it's like
the only thing that I feel like I'm lacking now is social skills.
I feel like you're always lacking that. to be honest,
like I feel like I don't do enough like
interaction, like human interaction.
There's not enough human interaction in my life, and I don't know. It's weird because like I question myself because I question if I'm okay because I don't find myself getting like upset or sad that like I don't interact with humans on a daily basis. Beside my employees, like when I come home. I pretty much, there could be weeks where like I don't interact with like anyone for like, 2 weeks straight. Like shit. It's just outside of my work in my house, I don't interact with anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it just becomes so normalized. They become normalized to it. And then you don't really like yearn to speak to people because you're so used to it.
Yeah.
The bad thing about it would be like, now if you do have to go to see people, now it's like, oh, this is different.
Oh no, that's how it is for me.
Yeah, so it's like, oh shit, God. Like I gotta, you know what I mean? It's a new environment. So
when we go out for like dates and stuff, and then like the place is like crowded,
you're so okay with just
super anxious,
not talking,
and it's like,
damn,
just talking to people. Yeah, it's just like a lot.
Are you okay?
When you leave like a life of like solitude, and then you go somewhere where it's like popping. It can be kind of frightening at first. I don't know.
We might have to do something, man, because this sounds concerning.
But then that's why I recently realized, like, man, like, I want to start, like, I want to do like guy trips. I want to make a designated time in the year where we like go out to Mexico or something for 3 or 4 days. Just to like get that interaction.
I feel like,
and then come back home.
We're at that age now where we do have to start doing shit like that because if we don't, we won't see each other. Yeah. That's just how it is. Like, we're at this age now where our friendships are so different. Like we don't, remember like back in the day, we would just go to the gym and then just fucking kick it until like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It would be like an everyday occasion. But now that we're older, doesn't really happen that often. Like maybe some sporting events
until 3 o'clock in the morning. Order food.
Crazy shit going down.
Gone.
Yeah, those days are gone.
Man, life comes fast, man.
Yeah,
I'm about to be 32, 31, 32. Shit, I'm about to be 32. God,
you about to be 32?
Yeah. Wait, are you doing anything for your birthday this year? This is gonna be the first year. I think
you never had a dirty 30.
Yeah, dude.
No, he did.
I went to Italy.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. You didn't do dirty 30 with us.
Yeah, I did. Shit. Maybe this year, a solo guys trip or something.
I'm
like
down.
That. I don't know, man. Birthdays are overplayed now. I feel like as you get older, man, life just gets harder.
Damn, nigga.
I feel like,
no, you're right.
Yeah.
It depends. Like a lot more stress.
Yeah, a lot more stress.
But a lot more. I feel like now. Once you get like to that 30-ish point, you don't give a fuck what no one has to say about you.
Yeah.
Like you're just kind of like operating in freedom and you're just living life. Mm-hmm. We're just in a tough financial situation right now where maybe we're not like as enthused to be living.
I love my life. I just I love my life.
Wait. I'm good.
Is this something you want to say?
No, I'm fine.
Like AB, you're not broke. You're fractured.
I thought
financially fractured.
That shit was funny. I'm just at a point. No, I'm good. I was just trying to fill out the vibes. It sounded very sad, so I was just trying to like match. Like, yeah, I'm sad too.
I just moved here to Houston, started my new business and everything like that. So, yeah, all my money is going to that. So I'm not like,
yeah.
I guess a good conversation is like, is the American dream fading? Like, back in the day, you could sustain a house, a starter house for like, off of like a $70,000 salary.
Because I asked my dad like 2 weeks ago, I was like, because our house at the time was, I want to say around 200, 300 something, 200 something. I looked at it now, it's like we're like 600, like it's shot up. I'm like, how were you able to like afford it? Like, what was your salary? Now, I don't know if my dad was telling me the truth, because, you know, Nigerians and telling you how much they make is, I don't know if he's going to tell me the truth, but apparently what he told me, he would say he was making like 70 or 80. And I'm like,
that's believable. And
I'm like imagine making 70, 80 and then moving into like a home, buying a home for like,
you can't do it.
It was 5 bedroom, 4,000, what was it, 2,000 square feet, something like
the
that.
The one
in Graywood.
Graywood?
Yeah. And I was like, I can imagine trying to buy a 5 bedroom, 2-story house.
Impossible.
On a $70K salary. And having to support a family.
Yeah.
Like a wife, 2 kids.
Cars.
Yeah, like, I mean, he didn't buy us no car, so that's probably why, but.
A car.
Exactly. Yeah. But. Yeah, it's like just he's like, yeah, that's how much it was. Like, he was like, mortgage at that time, it's like maybe 1,800, 2,000, something like that.
What
and it was even bad.
My rent is $3,400.
What a time! That's just inflation. Like, think about that. Obviously, mortgage, rent, different things, but like, bro, the cost of living today is so insane, bro. Like, I think the people that are making 70 to 100,000. Like, now you have to apply for an apartment. You have to make 3 times the rent, right?
It's possible.
Which, like, is not even, it doesn't even make sense.
No, so whenever,
how do people get approved?
No, so I was about to say that when I was like, bro, when I've been very blessed to live the life I'm living. But like normal working class people, I'm like, bro, I know y'all, like, how did y'all pass? Like, how did y'all get into this apartment?
You have to fake.
Bro, there are so many people who fake shit. Because when I was moving here, granted, like, I was good, but I have friends who were like, bro, you don't have to go through the stress. Like, you could easily like fake this, fake that. I'm like, I'm paranoid. I'm not trying to risk nothing. You know what I mean, at the end of the day. But even like in Miami, not only do you have to make 3 times, you have to pay 3 times. Like, you have to pay 3 times, or at least at the apartment, you have to pay 3 times. I was like, to get the apartment.
Can we rewind a little bit? What are you saying right now?
Exactly. You have to pay. You have to pay 2 months rent, first month and last month, and the security deposit is like a 3rd month.
What?
Yes,
to move in.
To move in,
got me fucked up.
I mean, now
so you're telling me
now they're stopping it now, because I actually just saw something like yesterday.
That legal?
They're like, then they're changing that. They're acquiring. They're making this so people don't have to do that anymore. But
Josh, so wait, so you're telling me if I wanted to move into an apartment, and
some of them, it's apartment by apartment.
Townhomes are like that.
Townhomes I could get, because that's not like a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you'd have
times.
to pay first month, last month, and security deposit.
Yeah. So the thing is now with some places, like they do instead of like a security deposit, they do like a monthly payment thing through a 3rd party source. So it's like, you won't have to, you can choose whether to pay that 3rd month security deposit or pay the monthly fee. The only thing is, if you pay the monthly fee, you don't get it back. But it's a lot easier on your pockets to begin with, but you don't get it back once you move out.
What do people do to
I don't blame apartments for doing that, because I feel like a lot of people definitely default on their
there'll be people who be just not paying.
It's a tough world right now, bro.
I'm just curious, like, what do people do to like live in apartments and shit? Like, what jobs are people doing that afford them
3 times the rent? I mean, they're definitely faking, like,
I know a lot of people who fake.
Because let's say like a place is $1,500, right? Which I don't know what place you're living that's $1,500.
Doesn't exist.
No, if you go deep into like near Katy, you can find some. Like my old apartment, I lived in before I went to Miami. Same place is like $1,200, $1,300.
There's no way. How does it look though?
It's good. No, it's a good. It's just outskirts. It's near like city center.
But okay, so let's say it's $1,500.
Sure what do you still that in this economy,
bro? I looked it up. I
how many square feet?
It was like 800 something.
There's no.
You can get the further
way.
out you get, bro. I'm saying, bro. I was surprised too. I was like, but I didn't want to go back to the same apartment.
Who's told you that?
I looked it up when I was looking at apartments
on the website.
Yeah,
damn, man.
I was like, yo, I can get in a 1,000 square foot apartment for 1,500-1,600, like further out.
Okay, let's just say something.
It's further out.
Let's
it
just
must
say
be like a special promo, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be with like the promos and stuff like that.
That is fucking insane.
But it's still good. It's just further out. Like I said, it's like this is like near Memorial.
I paid $1,400 for my first ever apartment in the actual city.
Me too. I paid $12.
Yeah.
That's crazy. In the city?
600 square feet, yeah.
I paid 24 in Miami, 30 minutes outside the city.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's bad.
What was the square foot?
Like 730.
Oh my God.
So to put in perspective, of Miami, I was paying 24 something, third floor apartment with a view of the parking lot and a dog park. And in Houston, for that much, I could get in a high rise, like 10 minutes from downtown, things like that. You know what I mean? It depends now. Like, yeah, everyone, there's
He's
more
so
expensive
scared to
apartments,
mention where he
but
lives at.
I don't want to mention, wow, I'm definitely not mentioning here.
Yeah, I
Well, no, I'm like, I was going to take a picture of his view.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Because you got buildings and landmarks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, damn, dog.
I'm paranoid, man. I mean, my building has great security, but I still, you don't know people. I don't trust nobody.
Yeah. Crazy times we're in. I think the election. Did you watch the debate yesterday?
Yeah, what I can understand from it, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I watched it.
That
like,
was entertaining. I mean, it wasn't as entertaining as I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, I just got sad watching it. To be honest, like, what did you? So, honestly, I fell asleep towards the end, but it just seems like we're just in a very dark period of time.
Yeah,
and I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be like from 2016 on. It's gonna be very just like weird. We're like in a
2016. You mean?
Since 2016, like 2016.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
I thought life was good in 2020, 21, 22. Life was phenomenal.
after COVID?
Yeah.
Bro.
We had that post-COVID boost with all that printed money. In that period, life was amazing. Everyone had money.
It was, right? I don't know.
Bro, that period of life was good.
So financially, people were building businesses for sure.
PPP.
Yeah, but like, bro, I mean, like, shit. Okay, so think about it like this: 2016, the whole Donald Trump thing happens, right? Like, just thinking about like the turn, it's like, oh, we're going into like a meme era.
So
like,
you're saying it's Donald Trump's fault?
No, I'm just saying that was like for me, it's like a pivotal turn point.
So you're saying we were in a weird place from like
that
point on. Because like, I mean, if you look at it, like, I was having a conversation with someone and it's like, I don't really keep up with, presidential debates. Is that how it normally goes? I'm like, fuck no. That was not
presidential. They were roasting each other, man.
Yeah, like that's not how.
They were roasting each other.
That's the norm now. Like, politics is about like making, it's like making memes and saying, yeah, it's entertainment now, literally.
Because they know entertainment equals votes.
So you look at 2016, Donald Trump gets into office and just think about his era of presidency, just
meme
shit. Then you have the end of it, the pandemic, like half the world's dying. Not really, but people are dying.
Yeah.
You have the BLM movement that happens in the middle of that.
That was a crazy
ass period.
Well, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah. And then we transition out of that to Biden. I mean, still some bullshit, right? And then now the economy's taking a downturn because of all the money that we printed during the pandemic to help people out with the PPP loans, and then also just like the checks that we're all getting.
And the value of the dollar.
I will say I am
shot to the ground,
benefiting from the stock market from the 2020, like right before it. Like if you like held on to certain things,
you invested in GameStop?
Well, I mean that I did that, but like just like other stocks, like I had like mutual funds and things like that. That like I'm glad I got into right around COVID. That like is doing well or stuff right now. So that was like OnePlus stock market.
Crypto might be the wave, man. I don't know.
I see Bitcoin. Chris Johnson keep pushing that shit.
I mean, bro, like I at first, I'm not saying that I'd never. I mean, obviously, he's proof that it's definitely. I mean, I've invested in Bitcoin too, but like now that we're seeing the value, like yesterday, the reason I brought up the debate is like yesterday, I watched the whole thing, and of course, it was funny at times, and it was like almost like you were watching SNL. Yeah, it felt like you were watching SNL live, and at the end. I really had a moment. I think I was tweeting Hayden on Twitter, and he kind of said something to me. I think he was like, man, I was seeing all this and we were kind of talking about it. Like the US is doomed. Like out of 7 billion people on this planet, or I guess how many people, 330 or 400 million, people in the US, those are the two smartest people that we can get on that platform to compete to compete for leader of our country.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is stopping like someone new, someone like
Politics.
Oh, it's all politics.
Yeah,
it's
like-
all about who can. I mean, I don't want to get shot down or anything, but man, it's
just tough,
scary because, like, you know, I remember like watching presidential debates or seeing things like that, and you would be like, okay, these are both intelligent human beings.
Yeah.
One is a Democrat, one's a Republican. I guess you have to pick a side. Now it's like we almost have two like
Idiots.
yeah.
It's hard to tell which what.
One's like less idiotic than the other, and now
One's
we have
like-
to pick.
One's like half dead and the other one like just lies.
yeah. It's
They
crazy.
did like a fact check on like everything he was saying.
That
I mean,
Trump was saying?
granted it was CNN. They said everything he said was a lie. Like
Trump was
everything.
saying?
Yeah.
It's so sad, bro.
And then Biden, I don't think I understood one word he said. You know, we have to do this, and then we're
they
gonna come
just
back
blurt out a different
we're
subject.
gonna go again, and then we're gonna.
I think Trump. I think Trump gets elected.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I think he gets elected, and then, you know, in the next,
Oh, is it like twist? This shit kind of tight. Pause.
I think he gets elected.
Appreciate
The economy starts to
shit.
take a turn for the better. For the
If Trump,
yeah, if he gets elected, we'll start to see a small turn in the right direction, and things will be good for a little while. And then I think towards the end of his presidency, because this is his last term, right?
yeah,
Towards the end of his presidency, we'll start to see things go back to shit.
he might crash out.
Yeah, I
Whoever-
think
He doesn't
whoever-
seem like he likes going out of office like with.
Whoever lowers my taxes, man, at the end of the day, because
It's gonna be Trump.
God damn, bro, the amount
At
of
this
money
point,
you
yeah,
paying
I'm
taxes,
definitely
bro.
pro-Trump for sure.
Like when I was
With all that being said,
like, I had a salary, right? When I was working, I had a salary, and you think how much money you're gonna get and stuff like that. And you realize how much, bro, I was paying rent and taxes, and it was just like, yo, what? Like, it made no sense. I remember the first time they took all the taxes out, I hit up the admin. I'm like, I think y'all made a mistake. Y'all, how are you gonna take this much out the check? I said, "Oh, that's taxes." I'm like, I understand taxes, but this is not taxes.
Yeah, this is
something-
robbery.
yeah, this is something else. Like,
this is my
bro, it didn't make sense. Like for example, like I made a certain amount before, like I got my license and things like that. The salary went up like 30%. Once I got like some certifications and licenses and things like that, the tax went up 50%. So I'm like, how's my take home going up 30, but my taxes are doubling? I said, it's like the more money I make, the more you take away.
You entered a different tax
Yeah.
bracket.
So it's just like, for example, it's like you're at 800, you make 1,000, they take you down to 600. You make 2,000, they take you down to 700. It's like, no matter how much more, they just bring your ass right back down. It's like, God damn.
You know who's been posting a lot about taxes that I've been like, that's kind of opened me up to this whole government thing is Hayden.
Hayden
Schneider.
Schneider, yeah.
Bro, his stories.
Shout out to Hayden.
They really like have like really opened my minds to how fucking crazy
He's deep into
the
it.
gov-
He
the
be
government
going
is
deep.
like raw dogging us.
Boning us.
Like,
It's and he wanted to raise it even more.
who Biden, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
wants to raise it even more.
Fuck him. that was
But
just pure passion.
it's like as a business owner,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
As a
been
business owner,
he's been
Pure
just
passion.
fucking bending people over.
Fuck him, man.
They want to.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
they want to tax the rich even more because it's like, oh, well, you guys have this home. You don't need all that money.
I
That's how
get
they
it.
look.
I get
Bro,
it.
hell no.
I get
You
it.
get it until you start becoming one of the motherfuckers.
Like, I get it, but like it's still mess. Like even for like NBA or like NFL checks, I remember like game
That
check.
must suck.
Game check is like at the time it was like 20. It's like 26.
Oh my God.
26,000. You pay like 14 in taxes.
Oh my god.
Yep.
No, so athletes get it.
so, like-
Athletes get it so sick.
Because
Bro.
there's all the other fees that come with it.
No, everything's
right?
just half.
And then if
Yeah.
you're playing,
like think about you sign a $20 million contract, you're gonna see 6 of that.
Yeah, that's true.
and then when you're playing, especially in different
Probably like-
cities, your taxes constantly change depending on wherever you played your game at.
So you're fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So if
in different ways.
Yeah.
if you have a game in California,
Yeah,
even more.
'cause it's like you get paid week to week, so it's just depend. It's not like, yeah, you have your salary, you have everything that's that's on paper, but when you actually get it distributed, it's depending on where you're at in that week, and that's why you have to have a good accountant so they know how to move that around accordingly. But
I saw that there was like I saw that study that breakdown of like, you know, athletes, you know.
I remember one of my friends posted his check and posted the taxes. I'm like,
Damn.
they just take your shit out.
I can't imagine. Yeah, that's the nature of living in
you pull up to
America.
game,
And it's like,
you
yeah,
get that game
13,
check,
like
half of what
making 13 bands in a week is good. It's still great. But it's like,
no, when you see the money that's coming out, though, it's like, damn, bro.
like you just think about
So you
how
told
much
me
more.
I was supposed to make 26. I'm only getting 13 of them shits.
That's why, like, when you see
And
the
your
big
cost
max
of living.
contracts, like 200 some million. I mean, granted, 100 million is still a lot.
Yeah, that's
but
still a lot of fucking money.
You know what I mean? It's like people are like, oh, you're making 200 some million. It's like, well, technically, really not. But
It says 200 million, but I'm really making about like 90.
That's true. So those
Yeah.
$200 million contracts, like the ones that we've been seeing every day, like those are really like 90 to $100 million contracts.
yeah, because all the people you got to pay, all the things you already
Agents,
have expenses and stuff
their
like
cost,
that. So
like the cost of living and all that type of shit. I feel like, I mean, who do y'all have? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell at this point, but who do y'all have winning the election at the end of the year?
Trump.
100%.
I don't think America allows Biden. If Biden wins, there will be a war. I don't think, bro. If Biden wins, bro, we're gonna
I think
we're going to burn. We're gonna crash and burn.
I think what's interesting now is that all the Trump hate that used to exist, I think it's kind of gone now.
It's gone. It's so gone.
Like, I mean, when you think about it, it's just kind of like, man, both these guys suck, man. Let me just try to save as much money as possible and like vote for Trump.
I mean, there just hasn't been any huge racial like
Biden only won
things
because
that's
there was
happened.
racial tension.
Yeah.
And civil unrest.
And there was a lot of events that happened and things like that.
Yeah.
So
He
as
won
long as
because of
that
black people.
keeps cool,
that was I think that was their poll though.
That was
yeah.
their thing.
Yeah.
They have nothing to stand on right
Yeah.
now. Nothing. So it's like,
They used civil.
yeah, and I think the debates hurt him. Bro, that debate
Yeah, he's
last
dead.
night hurt him 100%.
They were saying that they're trying to swap him out now until the end of the year.
Yeah, they said Kennedy was like, "Hey, I'll step in."
Mm-hmm. That'll be dope. Because he's actually, I like hearing him speak.
I seriously think, like, not trying to like say this is gonna happen for sure, but it seemed like the way that he was barely clinging to life on that stage. If he gets elected again, I feel like he's gonna pass during his presidency.
Yeah, he's at that age where he might pass. He's
He's
he
80
looks fragile.
something, right?
83 or 86.
I mean,
Or something like
could
that.
happen any day now. Like, not like in a mean way, but I'm like, people pass at that age, bro. They
I mean,
just
shit.
Jerry West passed in his sleep. I mean, he was 80 something.
Biden
But at
looks
the
like
end of the
he's
day,
on
like
his
also
last
when it
leg.
comes to like presidents, you also gotta realize like, I mean, there's a team of people who like help them make their decisions and things like
For sure,
that
but
too.
but that's the leader that goes and like negotiates and like he's the front facing person.
Just imagine like being like a world leader from somewhere else and like you have Biden come to your shit. you're like,
So what I want to do is just
like, can I talk to somebody else?
hot dog.
Can I talk to somebody?
I feel like no one like gets excited to like, you know, like even when Trump was hated, you know, people would still like freak out if he came to your school.
Yeah, I
or
saw Trump
came
like
to
a
wherever.
couple
Yeah.
weeks before I left.
Yeah, like,
I
that's
stayed
He
right
still
at-
has that aura.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
remember we were watching the fight. He pulled up, bro. The crowd went crazy.
crazy.
But if whatchamacallit pulls up,
Biden
like,
put up to
fuck yeah,
Biden
man.
put up to a UFC fight. I want to
Hell
see
no.
what that
He
would
wouldn't
look
even-
like.
He would probably think he was at an NFL game. Where he's still gone. Did y'all see that Hawktua shit?
Yeah,
What? Say that.
yeah.
I don't want to do it again. What do you think about
Yeah,
that,
I've
Josh?
seen it. What do I think about it? I mean, it's a yeah.
Good method.
I just you know what's funny? I just saw that video today. I don't even- Yeah.
It's just been trending.
Yeah, it's
Because I
been
kept seeing the
viral
girl's shit, and I'm like, "What is this shit, man?" And then I finally watched the video, and I was like, "Oh, that was pretty funny."
Isn't it crazy how social media has this like hooked in waves? Like there's waves of things that are trending.
Like Hawktua.
So Hawk 2 is about to fade out. What's next? Like I don't know. I just feel like it's weird that like there's always that one trending topic that like everyone talks about.
Oh yeah, like remember? Yeah, there's actually you're right.
Like when Tommy Richmond's song came out, $1 Million Baby, that was like everywhere.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
he made another banger too.
He has another song that's out and it's everywhere.
That nigga's an industry plan.
Industry plants.
But I feel like because like when you think about it, remember on TikTok there was that girl that was talking about who did I marry or some shit like that, and it was like a 50-part video series. It was viral as fuck.
I did not see that.
Yeah,
Who did I marry?
I don't like watching shit like that.
yeah. I didn't watch that shit. I'm not finna
Like,
sit
why
down.
Because
do you
and
like
watch-
that?
for me, it just makes me feel like I'm like too invested in social media.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
crazy,
sick.
fam.
But there's always something that gets fixated on, like Kevin Hart and what's that dude's name? Kai Cenat. They had that stream that was like
That was trending.
Yeah.
that was trending for
That
a
was
long
huge.
ass time.
That was funny as fuck though.
They
That was a
broke a-
good
they
shit.
broke a
That was
record.
good. I
That
didn't
was
watch
good.
the full thing because I'm 30.
He broke his
but
record. It was him,
was funny.
Kevin, and Drewski.
Drewski, they did that too. Yeah, I feel like when I think about it too, which I wanted to talk about, like, yeah, things do come in waves, but then like LeBron or Bronny getting drafted,
That's trending.
I didn't even know.
That's the number one topic right now.
My phone exploded when that shit happened.
I exploded.
Actually, I know
Bro,
both.
no, Shawley sent. He sent the same thing.
I believe you when
on
you say
three
you
different
bro.
platforms.
Yeah, all of our chats, Shawley sent that
Sent
shit.
the same ESPN notification on every iMessage,
I thought-
Instagram,
I thought-
TikTok, Twitter. He's like, y'all gonna find this somewhere.
Yeah,
I thought it was a joke at first. I thought it was like a meme or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this nigga really drafted his son to the team.
what do y'all think about that?
I think it's a great move, man.
Do you think
I think it's gonna be fun.
the agent was, because you know how they said like don't pick him, he's going to Australia. Do you think that was like a game, like he was playing?
Probably.
No, I think it was dead ass.
No, I think it was a game as far as like getting people not to draft him.
Yeah, before
yeah.
the Lakers.
Yeah.
I
He was
mean, like,
don't pick him, he's going to Australia.
So I've been watching his interviews, and because he's been on a press run.
Perfect time.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. But I think like their plan was like if we don't get drafted, because like he didn't want to do G League at all, because like they look at that as like a graveyard.
Yeah.
Once you go to G League, you're not coming out.
Yeah.
So it was either league or overseas,
Yeah.
and then like come back to the league
G
eventually.
League is a graveyard.
Yeah. So
the
he
most
was
part.
telling everyone it's like if y'all draft Bronny, or like if we draft Bronny, we're going to fucking Australia.
Yeah. It looks better on him and it doesn't tarnish his brand image.
I think it's dope, man. I
wonder
like that.
I wonder how long this play has been put into play. Like, think about when LeBron was doing podcasts with JJ and things like that. Now JJ's the head coach, things like that. Do you feel like he has kind of been planning this for like
I think
having
LeBron
talked
has,
to like JJ becoming the head coach and all that stuff like that?
I think LeBron has so much pull that we don't even know about, that like this was something that he probably said was going to happen 2 years ago or a year ago, and it happened.
Yeah.
It's just that easy. I think he has the ability to call Rob Pelinka and say, "Hey, I need you to trade this person for this person now."
Yep. And if he
has
doesn't,
that ability.
and if he doesn't do stuff like that, then it's like the passive aggressive things that
Mm-hmm.
and that has been said that he does. Like it's like I'm not fucking with these niggas no more type shit. And it's like, okay, we have to do something now because LeBron doesn't like these guys or whatever. And I mean, like rightfully so. If you don't adjust to his will, he's just gonna leave.
Yep.
So I look at it as like shit. I like nepotism because I feel like every other race does it.
Yeah.
Like white people do it, Asian people do it, Hispanic people do it. Like it's like you're giving like your people an opportunity so they don't have to struggle as much as you have to struggle. Yeah. So a lot of people were like, oh, like why the fuck would they draft Bronny? Like he doesn't deserve it.
Like, what's the worst that can happen, really? Like him playing the, you know what I mean? It's not like he's gonna make the team tank or something.
Yeah.
So it's like
They're gonna make.
I feel like with
business
any
move, yeah.
player who has like talent and potential with a good coaching staff and good team around him, they can always flourish. So I mean, I feel like him getting drafted is not like, oh, now the Lakers are gonna suck. It's like you have a whole team that's gonna be behind him and his dad and JJ and things like that to like put him in the best positions to make the Lakers, you know, do whatever they need to do.
I think we're gonna see like a huge like increase in his player skill this summer before the season starts, because
I think he could play.
I think he plays amazingly already. I think
Really,
it's just unfortunate that he didn't really get.
you think he's actually a second round talent?
Yes, I do, and I think that like we're all going to be surprised.
I think he's gonna turn into a solid player.
You think
Like
he'll-
we're all gonna be
he
surprised.
looks. First of all, he's like
big.
He's pretty jacked.
Really?
He's for an NBA player.
He's like
he's
6
stocky.
Yeah.
He's like 6'2", 6'3", kind of stocky, very athletic too.
I thought they found out he was like 6'1" or something.
Oh yeah.
Nah, he has to be taller than that. Bro.
No, with shoes on, he's like 6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, he has to be like
Big
6'3",
old shoes.
6'4".
No shoes, he's like
He's pretty
6'1".
fucking tall.
But I feel like he's gonna do really well. I feel like he's gonna be a poor man's like Drew Holiday.
I think he's a great. I think he'll be a great defender, great 3-point shooter.
One of those scrappy
he'll make
3
All-Star?
and D guys.
No,
All-Star?
Not anytime soon. No. Not now. I'm not gonna say hell nah, but right now it's very.
You think he starts?
Nah.
No,
I think he's definitely that player that the Lakers.
I saw Supreme Dream make a video about Bronny
he's not gonna start. He's gonna be like one of those players that come off the bench and he's like a rotational piece, and like he might hit a three, and like people are like, "Oh shit!" Hell yeah. Like he's like a shock troop, kind of just come in and
but
like
he'll work his way up.
Yeah,
though,
give a little energy,
man, or whatever, or close to it.
Yeah, maybe like an 8-man.
Yeah.
So what do you think the dynamic of him on the team would be in terms of like, people talked about like, does he call Bronny Bron? Does he call him Dad?
Yeah, that's kind of locker room dynamics.
That's a dynamic that's never been seen before.
Also,
like,
going on the road. Well, no,
Daddy, pass me.
Yeah, Dad, like
Daddy, Daddy, woman in the corner. Can you imagine?
Like your teammates calling him like Dad, and like,
I don't think he'll be. I think,
but you think he calls him Bron?
Fuck,
that feels weird too.
Probably his number like 6 or 23 or.
Hey, Bron, who are you talking to?
Yeah, like pops or like, hey, I'm over. I don't know. That's weird. The day that they get on the court together at the same time,
I might cry.
We've watched him grow up. That's the thing.
Shit, that's what hit me hard yesterday. I was like, bro, like I remember when he was carrying Bron on the side, on the sideline when he was in Cleveland, and then just watching him go from that, like, the baby to like now he's an NBA player. Like fuck everything else. I promise you, for LeBron yesterday, he's a billionaire, but I promise, like, his son getting drafted to the Lakers was probably like the greatest thing.
They will try to be an NBA player though. Like,
you saw the video he posted. Like he was recording him. He was like crying.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Who, LeBron?
Bronny.
Oh, Bronny.
Yeah.
Bro, that was probably the greatest moment of his whole career. Better than winning a championship.
I did kind of wonder if it feels different from like regular player who's drafted, right? You feel this feeling of like, oh my gosh, like it's the moment I've been waiting on, but you also feel like not to say he didn't earn any of it and things like that, but you're like, I'm so grateful these people are giving me a chance. Like they don't know me like this and whatever.
No, so
like I wonder how he feels, if he kind of feels
from what I've seen,
I have like an unfair advantage.
No,
you know what I mean?
From what I've seen, like the interviews, he's very aware and he's very humble. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, bro, just give me an opportunity. Yeah. Like if I get an opportunity, I'll make the most out of it. So I'm thinking he's probably just like, he understands that potentially maybe there was some politics in there, but he's also like, all right, bet now I'm here. Now I'm finna work hard as fuck. Yeah. And like show y'all I deserve to be here. Yeah. I don't think he's like a Nepo baby.
I think he lives under a lot of pressure that we don't even know about. If your dad is LeBron James, I feel like the amount of pressure you live on a daily basis is probably ridiculous.
Yeah, they're gonna punk him in the league for sure. They're gonna try to at least
for sure.
You think Bron gonna get into a fight for him?
It's his son.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
hell yeah,
that's gonna be like if someone goes at Bronny, you think LeBron get into a tussle?
It's about to be a fun ass season, bro.
Is the schedule out?
I can't.
Is the schedule out?
No, but they do play the first.
You care about the schedule?
Yeah, I do.
See when they play. Who they play first?
They have the first game for Bronny on the 15th of July, Summer League.
Oh, okay.
I'm tapping.
And he's starting.
I watched Summer League too. I'm gonna tap in. He has to start.
That's gonna be fun. That game's probably gonna be sold out in Vegas too.
Oh yeah, it's in Vegas.
That might be fun to go to. That would be fucking crazy.
Bro, go to a Summer League game.
Bro, that's probably gonna
be don't lobby that for the guys trip, dog.
Shit.
You said July 15th?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll be down.
You know what? Shit.
Bronny.
But the best
just Bronny, bro.
But how much do the vets play?
He's wearing number 9. What is that?
The vets are not gonna be playing really.
No, hell no.
It's a summer league.
So like when
some vets do play.
Yeah, some vets do play here and there. But do you think like Bron would try to like just?
Bron is 500 years old. What was he doing in a summer league game?
Or like some Drew League shit. You think like they'll play together on some shit this summer? Try to like, you know what I mean?
I feel like Bronny's on some shit where he just wants to do his own shit, improve himself, and not like roll with his dad. That's what I got from watching his shit, to be honest, or listening to him like talk on interviews and all that kind of stuff.
Because everyone's looking for the day they step on the same court together. So it's all about like whether they want to do it
in the preseason
on their own,
yeah, for sure,
in the preseason, or wait till like the regular season.
I think they're gonna do it in the preseason, and then also they'll do it in the 100% regular season.
If he actually plays solid basketball, whether it's defending, shooting corner threes, like, or 3-pointers. He's a great 3-point shooter. If he actually performs, like, why wouldn't they put him on the court?
I think he could play.
I seriously think keep up with players.
I seriously think he could be developed.
18,
and he could
right?
play. Yeah.
Bro.
No. He's like 18, 19.
Bro, that's like young as fuck. Like, he has so much time to grow and like, nah, he's chilling.
Another thing I wanted to dip into, this is like a hard turn. Obviously the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. We talked about it like very briefly in the group chat, but like, what did y'all think about the Kendrick Lamar concert?
Can we just like, I see this, everyone uses this as like whatever, like the YG reference. People are saying it's really not, he didn't mean YG as in like the YG. It was like, there's a Canadian Toronto rapper named YG.
No.
So do you know what I'm saying? Like,
What did he say?
because people are relating to YG.
My nigga YG.
Yeah.
You know who haven't been except my nigga Chris B or out there CB. He was talking about the people, the bloods.
People were like, because like, you know, he mentioned YG, but YG was on the stage with Kendrick. But some people were saying
I saw that,
he
and I
wasn't
was
even
like,
talking about that YG. He was talking about
No, he
Toronto
wasn't.
No,
He was
YG.
100% talking about the
Cali
YG.
YG, yeah.
Think so?
For
He
sure.
was mentioning Chuck T, YG,
Yeah.
Chris Brown,
I'm saying
all in
there's
LA.
another Toronto YG.
No, he's not talking about him.
Not talking about him.
So it's like, you know,
You can twist it like that.
Who
but-
brought that up?
I saw like someone's like, there's a Toronto YG that he
No,
could
absolutely
be
not.
mentioning.
Fuck no.
So you're saying that like, are people saying like, damn, he looks stupid for
Yeah,
like,
he looks more stupid because he mentioned
Oh yeah,
Cali
yeah.
YG.
People were definitely saying he looks stupid because YG is like, I'm not rolling with.
eesh.
Yeah. But what do you guys think generally about the
That's
concert? Because
tough.
I have a take that like I don't think
I
anyone.
mean, is it
likes.
true? Because they say they performed the song like 6 times or something.
Yeah,
It was like a
Performed
lot.
Back to
acapella.
back.
They performed it in different versions.
back to back,
Like,
They
and
signed it.
it was hype every single time.
that don't even make sense. Honestly, like, I feel like, I guess in the concert it's different, but I feel like if I like just hearing that shit back to
he's
back.
actually it's his first time performing the song, so I'm sure it's like the biggest song in like ever.
6 times back to back. I don't think I'll be live after the.
Yeah,
the
I mean
fourth one.
you're in LA, Juneteenth, like Izzy said.
Which one? Which version did everyone come out? Just for
No,
the last one?
they played the same song.
I'm saying, but when did everyone come out?
What do you mean?
Everyone didn't come out for every.
I actually
They
didn't watch.
gradually-
rendition.
They gradually just started piling on the stage as the show kept going.
Russell Westbrook
Yeah.
fucking dancing on.
And then at the end, it was just like everyone was on the stage.
Bron was in the
I wonder when the acapella
They said
one
that they
dropped.
stopped. They said that Savannah stopped him from going on stage.
rightfully so. Because that was all LA people. So it's
Oof.
like, why would
They
you
didn't
not?
see
Even
it
if you're
mean.
Drake, you're watching your best friend or your.
Bro, I'm so confused with that.
Yeah,
I'm so lost. Like, are they not friends anymore? Like, what's the situation?
Because that song,
like, what
you
is-
can't-
what is
you
friends
can't be
in the industry?
You can't be Drake's friend and
Nah, there's
bop
no-
your head to that song.
No. He was-
Because I was trying to justify Bron being there too, and then I was listening to the lyrics. I was like, Bron, you're mouthing these lyrics
Yeah,
on
man.
TV. If I'm Drake and I'm watching this on TV, like, damn, my nigga is really talking about I like minors.
Yeah.
Like, he's
like
really-
you're literally
LeBron
partying.
is-
Like you're
yes.
partying with my op. Like my number one op.
And you're
like,
dissing me with the lyrics you're singing right now.
unless
because mind you,
Bronny knows.
Drake and LeBron were like tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. Like,
But what if
what's-
the whole thing is an industry play? So Bron knows like this shit really for, you know what I mean? It's not a serious beef between them like,
this
you know,
is-
it's played out to be.
Nah.
So
I think
Absolutely not.
either Drake really did some weird shit on the DL that everyone knows about in Hollywood that hasn't really been revealed to the public, but it's kind of like speculation where people are starting to distance themselves from him and they're like, oh damn, this nigga's weird as fuck. I gotta remove myself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I'm seeing. That's
yeah.
why I said that. I was like, bro, a lot of these accusations from people, man, like, you know, accusations could be accusations, whatever. But like, if there's a lot of accusations, man, like, fuck, you know.
he doesn't have. What's weird though is that he doesn't have any accusations. It was just Kendrick calling him a pedophile.
yeah.
But Kendrick didn't call him. He just is
But
insinuating that he likes young
he
kids.
did it to himself in a way because you know how everyone's going back to all his old music. His old music has always mentioned someone being young, someone being, you know.
What?
But then
You haven't heard like everyone's bringing back his old lyrics like, oh, you was bad back in high school. Like all these Drake lyrics are like, you know what I mean?
That's people reaching, bro.
I mean,
I hate people.
I mean,
But-
he says like some questionable things. Like someone even made a remix with "Not Like Us" and like one of his old songs about him. Yeah, it was crazy, man.
People are fucking stupid. So if I mentioned that you were fine back in high school when I was in high school, now I'm a pedophile. What?
Well, see, you never know if Drake meant that. Like,
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Now you're just, it's like people that's the type of shit I'll be talking about. But no, but it's interesting. I do think there is something to where it's just like, I don't understand, like all these people that did fuck with him. Now all of a sudden, like I
love Drake, but I feel like there's something that he did in Hollywood that like,
I personally think he just
takes people girls.
I think he fucks people's like girls.
Yeah,
like maybe he's like the guy who has no loyalty.
I think so too.
Like I think he's
and
like
that could be one of the things that he did.
Yeah, I seriously think that's what it is. I think like he doesn't have any rules when it comes to women, and it's like if I want her, I'm gonna get her.
And it probably gets to a point where it's super disrespectful.
Yeah, like disrespectful as fuck. Like because it's like, oh, you fucking with Shawley?
Yeah.
I mean, come fuck with me.
Yeah.
Type shit. And it's like, bro, you're supposed to be his man. It's like, what the fuck?
Because granted, he's done it himself. He's been in jokes and skits where he's played that role where he's like,
I mean, he fucked Lil Wayne's one of Wayne's girls while he was in jail.
Damn.
I remember that because him and Wayne had like a very slight.
I heard about it. But
yeah, they didn't fall all the way out, but Wayne's like, the fuck. And Wayne ended up like, it's like, you good.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like he has no like bro code at all.
Yeah,
he's played that role that he's the guy who's like you don't want to have around your girl and stuff like that because he's 100%. Always flirting and stuff like that. And he's done it, so maybe
he will take your
maybe
girl.
That humor and that joke stems from reality in a way. You know what I mean? So
and then maybe just all these guys. I mean, like, there's no way that like men, like all these men dislike you like that. God damn, like it's like the whole industry.
You think Russ actually doesn't like him?
Who? Probably not. I think all these people are hearing. All these people are hearing the Hollywood.
That was some LA shit.
They're hearing the Hollywood rumors, and they're probably just like slowly not fucking with him anymore.
Yeah, I think also it's like a combination of like not fucking with him, and then also too like being proud to be with LA, like be an LA resident.
Yeah, but that song is just like so.
No, there was someone Game said he didn't participate because he still fucks with Drake.
Bro, I don't think he was invited.
True. You can't be on stage and like sing those song. Lyrics.
A minor.
Everyone on that like stage. It's like even DeMar DeRozan, bro.
But they were going in.
That's his Toronto. His Toronto boy, bro.
They were looking at it. So like, I
was shocked with DeRozan.
Did they get a championship?
Nah,
he left.
He left and then they got a championship.
I was shocked with that when I saw
But my take on it is like, I have like two takes on it. I think it was cool to see LA come together and celebrate because they haven't had, something to celebrate. And then I thought it just kind of comes off a little corny to me a little bit because like when you think about it, it's like you need all these niggas to hate on one person. This is what it took. Like, so like think about it like this, right? You have people that don't like you. They come together and put like an event, or maybe let's just say for lesser terms, they come and hang out in a crib and all they're talking about is you. I wouldn't want to be in that fucking crib talking about one person because that makes me feel whack as fuck. Like if I'm gonna dislike someone, I'm just do it by myself. I'm not gonna gang up with people. So I don't know. It just looked like, and also too, like y'all know me. I've been a Kendrick Lamar fan. Bro, do y'all listen to Kendrick Lamar?
No.
Do you guys have Kendrick Lamar in your rotation?
Nope.
I do.
No.
But I'm like, bro, now all of a sudden he's the king of rap. No, like, come on, man. Like y'all wasn't jamming Kendrick.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know Kendrick music. Like I don't know.
He's one of those you like respect. Like you don't listen to his music.
Yeah,
you respect like Jay-Z and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're like
or like One Piece. You don't watch it, but you respect it.
Yeah, it's like you know
it's greatness.
I don't listen to this music. Shaw doesn't know what the fuck. It's like, okay, I don't listen to his music, but I know that he's supposed to be like an amazing artist.
Yeah.
But like, damn, like all this, I feel like people are more sort of celebrating the fall, the quote unquote fall of Drake versus like celebrating the rise of Kendrick.
He just released a song with Camila Cabello.
But I feel like I was about to get into that. Like, I feel like he's gonna be in a rut for a bit. Yeah,
he's gonna have to accept some.
And I'm sure he's like already like in his house. I'm sure he's hiding out in his house and not hiding out, but I'm sure he's like just bunkered down. Just
that nigga's here.
Oh,
Houston.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
he was at camp like a week ago.
Oh really?
Yeah,
he travels a lot, but
at camp.
I'm sure he's bunkered down, just laying low for now. He's still Drake though, man. Like,
bro, you can't.
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
this isn't gonna do anything to his career. I don't think he's gonna do anything to his career. I think he's gonna have to be quiet for a bit, but like
he's gonna have to. Yeah, it's gonna be that awkward phase. Like, you know, when like you fuck up,
it's gonna be hard. Honestly, it will be hard to take his music as seriously. I'm not gonna lie, because like they degraded him and dismantled him.
See, I don't think so, because all he did was just call him like a pedophile.
Yeah, but like
and it's like until
they
it's
broke
actually,
him down though.
Not really. What did he say?
I mean, all the songs
just call him a pedophile.
Yeah, but
so since you're bringing it down to that simple of a level,
that's pretty crazy.
Make it sound like Drake won.
No, he didn't.
No,
you're saying all he did was do this.
No, he got cooked.
He got cooked. That's what I'm saying.
Something so simple.
He just got cooked.
Yeah,
he got sauteed.
So what was the thing that cooked him? If it wasn't the amount of bar for bar, different things,
strategy,
just embarrassing.
Just getting embarrassed. Like the public got swayed against him pretty badly.
And I think when you're a pop star of that level, the public opinion is so valuable.
Yeah, the public opinion is what you have.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like right now he's probably deep in his head, and like no matter how much money you have or whatever, like that public opinion is so crucial. And I'm sure that like it's gonna take a while for him to like bounce back. And the thing is, when he drops that next banger, he's gonna get people that comment on his post forever. I guess now 100%. Maybe he limits his post now, but he's gonna get people that comment on his music and say like, man, it's just fucking whack.
I posted even
if it's a good track, bro.
The video, I mean, I posted today of me rapping to one of his songs, and like literally they're like, you fuck with pedophiles? You listen, wow. I'm like,
damn.
I'm like, bro, he's until I see evidence of this man being a pedophile, he's not a pedophile.
Kendrick made a crazy accusation. Those are not accusations you play with.
I think I'm the only person listening to Drake at this time.
No, I listen to Drake.
I still
listen to Family Matters every day, man. What you doing?
That song goes hard.
Fire. Yeah. Best song of the whole beef.
He'll be all right though.
Better than Not Like Us.
I think he'll be. I think, like you said, I think like he's just gonna have to release something, take the bullets, and like over time, people will forget. Hopefully.
I mean, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. At the end of the day, he's still releasing music. I mean, he released with Sexy Red. He released with Camila Cabello today. So he's still gonna be, in people's ears. And
do y'all 4th of July is next week. Do y'all think that, because I had this interesting take, because when I was overseas in Lithuania competing, we were talking about pride in our countries, and I was like, in America, at least for Black people, you're looking at me kind of concerned.
No, I just remember when I went to your house and saw those headbands.
Oh yeah. So
funny.
This is where the conversation's going.
I was like, what? Whoa. It's a lot of pride.
I was explaining overseas in America, like Black people don't really have like patriotism. I was like, honestly, I don't want to speak for all Black people, but if you're super patriotic, it's kind of like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, because I mean, for example, it's like, and there's been videos made as like jokes and stuff. Like as a Black person, like you drive into a neighborhood, you see a lot of American flags. It's not a neighborhood you want to be caught in, and they kind of have like that perception that like people who are like so gung ho America is like they're also like can be discriminatory.
America wasn't built for us, so that's
it wasn't. I mean, yeah. I'm a Nigerian.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
yeah, Nigerian American.
Huh?
Nigerian American, yeah.
That doesn't fly. So a Nigerian American.
I don't know. I've always looked at it. I mean, like, shit. I remember in elementary school, I used to get in trouble because I would never pledge allegiance to the flag.
I think as I'm getting older, not that I'm less patriotic. I just feel like.
Have you ever been patriotic?
Not really. Not like.
Okay, so
not crazily.
Here's a good test. If you see an American flag on the back of a car, what's your thoughts?
You might not like me.
They love America. It's not. I don't think that. I think if they have a Confederate flag, yeah.
That's like screaming. Like,
it's like if the American flag didn't get you.
Remember when that used to be a thing? I mean, is it still a thing now?
No,
Confederate flag, no, they don't.
Confederate flags are crazy.
I haven't seen one of them things in a minute, but like they
went into hiding.
I think it became like illegal, right?
Yeah, in most states.
Yeah, because shit, when I was in college, like that shit used to be flying in people's dorms.
No,
I mean, that was the benefit of like that era when like in 2020 and stuff, things like that, when like the racial tension was so high, changes had to get made.
Yeah. The Confederate flag is like kind of
that was one thing. But like, which is as crazy of an era that was, it was needed. Because even, for example, for me, I went to PT school during that time, and we barely had Black people in our classes. Like, it was like 9 people out of 90. So after that, we had the conversations with school administration, and there were more like DEI initiatives at many of the schools to try to get more minorities into these, professions, especially like healthcare professions. Because a lot of people in these areas, they don't see doctors that look like them. They don't see, healthcare professionals that look like them, but it's because also there's so many barriers to get them in. So fast forward now, shoot. And I tell all the young people there, now I'm like, well, y'all are lucky. It'll be like 10 to 12 Black people in each class now. It's just like those changes were made because we were able to force them to have, I take credit for it. I tell them, y'all lucky, man. I stood up and talked for y'all because it was ridiculous. It was like, we had a group chat when I first got to Miami. It was a group chat of like 7 people. And it's like, here's all the Black people here. I'm like, is this like only in our class? They're like, no, this is the Black people in the entire program of all 3 classes. I was like, yeah, this is crazy.
Shit.
But yeah, now we have more people. They're taking more. They're looking more. They're finding more. We have more programs that kind of help funnel more just minority students into the profession, or just like at least teach them about the profession. You know what I mean, as well. So,
would y'all wear American flag?
No. Gotta look like wearing an American flag.
I would. Like where? How?
I mean,
technically, you're not supposed to wear it, right?
Not wear it, but like what I'm saying is like. Yeah, like American flag designs.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I was like, the only time I would wear it if I was like, if I was representing America, I guess like at for Olympics maybe.
I don't hate America yet. I think
it's not even like I hate America.
Yeah, I don't hate America.
It's so weird. Like I don't identify with like that. So okay, for example, right, the new gym that I'm going to, they have a big like a fucking huge, like that flag is big. That flag is like, I know, I'm not even joking. The flag is like, so this is so funny. The flag is like literally the size of this wall, right? On the fucking like big ass wall.
Massive.
And I was like filming and, I was like, let me take a video of me standing in front of the American flag and like put it in the video, like the video I posted just now. And I stood in front of it and like I was editing it and I was like, fuck no. I deleted that clip. I was like, bro, that shit is embarrassing. Like, the fuck? But like, it's not like I hate America. It just doesn't, I don't identify with that shit, bro. Like, I don't know. And if I see the flag, like, not like I hate it, but I squint a little bit because it makes me a little bit concerned about the idealism of the individual that put the flag up there.
I think it's a lot harder to be patriotic today in this economy with our given presidential situation.
To be fair, I've always felt like this though.
Yeah. But now more than ever, it's definitely a lot harder.
I'm just asking this question. Yeah. I think it's a Black thing.
No, I think there's a lot of people that like, even like there's a lot of people that don't fuck with America right now. But you're just saying it's not even
fuck with America. It's just like
like they don't rep it like
when you see when you see the American flag, sometimes you get like,
I just look at it kind of like.
Yeah, like.
But then but you're right. When I see the Confederate flag, it's like definitely like, wait a second.
You're a little cautious when you see someone who's like very extremely patriotic or
weird.
Yeah, but just a natural thing because like I don't know, it's like the South and America and everything, especially us being in Texas. A lot of people who have like patriotism, they can also not be a fan of people who look like us. So it's like you have instances like that kind of stem into your natural reaction when you see it. Now, granted, not everyone who reps the American flag is, racist or anything like that, but it's a possibility. Like the chances are going up a little bit. Yeah.
Only time I'm proud to rep America is when I'm competing.
On that IPF stage, baby.
On the IPF stage.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What if things took a turn? What if things took a turn? And that's the reason why I do like Trump is because he's very patriotic about America. Like,
he's very pro-American.
Yeah.
So at least he's gonna like fight for the country.
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. And
his thing is
he reignites that like patriotic.
He
flame.
tries to run. I mean, like I know, like whenever he was in office, he tries to run it like a business.
Yeah,
and he looked at. It was interesting. One thing that was interesting about the presidential debate last night, which I wasn't fully aware of, he was ready to leave NATO. You know how crazy that would be. And like he was prepared to leave NATO because it's like, nah, like these motherfuckers aren't paying their way. Like I'm not going to be paying for their shit, and they're not like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like nah, like I'm out. And he runs like, and he's like, for years y'all been doing this, and I stepped in, and it's like, nah, I made them pay their shit. So it's like he's trying to run America where there's a lot more pride. And then he raised the tariffs. Remember that on importing goods and shit.
Yeah,
because he's like, China's been getting over on us, like just shipping stuff in, and we don't charge them anything.
Yeah.
And I remember like whenever he started, it was a lot more. Like, it was a lot. I remember like to get product in, have to pay so much because he was trying to encourage people to do things domestically because we don't.
I remember that.
Which is a concern, which is why I think America is really going through a dark period. We don't produce anything. Yeah. Like, what goods come from America?
Chevy.
Huh?
Chevy.
GM.
Yeah, man. Like when you look at the back of a lot of shit, bro,
Chevy,
this podcast,
Chevy be messing
this is
up
all
too,
China,
man.
bro, or Japan, something. It's Asian. I feel like in the next. Nah, we should be good. That's not.
Do you believe that? Like, I forgot who said. I want to say like Charlemagne said it. I want to say Charlemagne said it, but do you believe like Republicans or like at least Trump? And then like they're
Japanese or
they're
Chinese?
more like offensive. Like they're more like, you know, the way they lead and stuff. It's more on the offense, and Democrats are more like passive, and you know what I mean. Like in a way, they're not as attacking,
brother.
Things like that.
What are you talking about right now?
I don't know. That's what this. I mean, I was honestly trying to change from what you were saying, but Charlemagne said that he said something about that. He's like the Democrats always come from like a defensive standpoint.
Yeah.
Basically, like they're pussies.
Oh, whoa. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I mean, like,
no, maybe more conservative in the way they approach issues.
Yeah, they're pussy. Yeah,
man. I just want someone that will make my.
They're just you know.
I'm not Republican. I feel like anyone that leans or calls themselves either or, I feel like you're an imbalanced individual. But the way the Democrats go about things, I just feel like they try to tiptoe around stuff, and they don't address the issue. And the Republicans like just get straight to it. And like if they have the power, they will do it. And Democrats are shit.
I think that's why they play. That's why plays into Trump's favor. A lot of people just like that. He's gonna at least try. Like, what he's saying may not be right. He may be lying, but he's gonna try to do whatever he's saying at least.
If we could, so America not looking too good right now. Shawley, you were talking about how you wanted to potentially move out of the country. Mm-hmm. We have a friend that has already did that. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Alex, living in Colombia, living the life. He does not participate in the group chat anymore at all, and rightfully so. He's enjoying Colombia. Where would you guys like to move outside of the U.S. if you could move?
South Africa.
What?
Huh? South Africa.
That's South Africa.
That's the place for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because of Tyler?
I was looking at it the other day. Huh?
Is it because of Tyler? Because she's made like South Africa.
No.
So, you know, she's made it popular. Maybe.
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
Oh. I just heard more about South Africa since
it's a girl.
It's a singer. She's brought more light onto like South Africa and things like that.
Girl.
Yeah.
Make me.
Yeah. So people have seen like
She's from South Africa.
People have seen
is that
how like
about being wet.
I don't know.
Make me sweat. Make me water.
I don't know. Go look up the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, I would assume so.
And AZ lyrics, I think.
She's like,
but
okay, sorry.
Johannesburg is very beautiful.
Exactly, but people started looking into it after she, started talking to her. It's like, it's actually.
I mean, like, I was talking to some South Africans at Worlds. I feel like they have more racial tension than we do.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that too.
Yeah,
that's why I need to do some more research. Yeah. But it sounds good though.
It sounds. I mean, they said it was a very beautiful place.
Fuck no.
Huh?
Hell no. He said London. Hell no.
London.
I'd go to
kiss all that
money. I would go to like a
kiss all that money goodbye.
Like a they tax crazy.
Yeah, they tax, but they have the better
and like knock his dealings would be public.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's very true.
I go to Japan if I could. Japan. Honestly, I love Japan,
bro.
What?
It's more expensive over there than it is here.
It
But
is.
I just love Japan.
Japan's like one of the most expensive places to live.
Oh, really?
No. They got
I didn't know that.
the real estate is not as expensive. I could have sworn I saw a video about getting a.
Bro, I'm
a
pretty
home.
sure it's like New York, Hawaii, like Los Angeles. Pretty sure Tokyo and Japan like exceed that.
Well, it's less than New York and LA. So
Is it? I don't think so.
I couldn't do Colombia. Though.
They live on top of each other. They have nowhere to stay. No, I mean, I'm like not trying to be funny.
no, that's
like,
true. But
They literally like it's expensive as fuck because they just stacked up
stack
on each
top.
other.
I just like the vibe there. I like the vibe. I like the Tokyo. I can stay there for like a year or two at least.
I would go to a neutral country,
Like
a country that's like if war broke out, they wouldn't be fucked with. Italy. What was the other place? Fuck.
what about
Like
Australia?
I think Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Amsterdam, yeah.
Like like the Netherlands or some shit like
What about
that.
Australia?
Australia is another good place.
Yeah, but that's
bugs,
just
though,
such a like,
bugs.
man.
But Australia is so far and operates in its own world.
But they got them
I don't know if I can do
bugs.
Europe, man. Europe is so different.
You don't know if you can do Europe?
Yeah, it's just so different. So
Because I was going to
tiny,
talk about that too. I mean, shit.
so small.
I've never been to the islands or any like Caribbean.
Yeah, I would do something like tropical.
I've never
man.
been anywhere
Nah,
tropical.
I
I've
feel
always,
like that
I've always
shit
been to
would get
Europe or
old.
something like that.
It
but I've
would
never
get
been
old,
Caribbean.
but as long as it's a modernized tropical island that had like everything I needed, bro, I could do that, man.
Damn, nigga, you just like making a place up.
No, like I mean,
Where
shit,
like where would you go? Because I'm thinking about it like where
Bahamas or shit.
How's the city?
Virgin
in Bahamas?
Islands or some shit.
Well, Puerto Rico's still in America, but like,
How's the
Puerto,
ci-
Puerto
how's
Rico's
the
a good place.
yeah, I would move to Puerto Rico.
No
shit.
no
Puerto Rico?
tax.
Yeah,
I don't know. if
Puerto Rico's
I
nice.
don't know. Yeah,
J.
I'll live
Paul and
there.
shit.
like move there. Like this is where you live now.
People do that.
No, I'm saying like this
Oh.
is where you would want to like die.
Shit.
yeah. Puerto Rico is a nice place. I could live there for the rest of my life.
Europe, honestly, man.
I like Europe.
I mean, we were
man.
talking about in the group chat this morning, but like capitalism, like we live in a very fast-paced society. Like if you're not making money or doing some shit for yourself, you're like looked down upon. But in Europe, it's so casual. Like relaxing is what you do. You get a good paying job and you just work it until you die. And it just seems like there's no air of like, oh, I need to be making six figures. I need to be driving this. I need to be wearing that. Like that doesn't exist in Europe. It's like you just build a family and then like
I'm
that's
sure it
it.
does exist there. I don't think we're not aware of it. I think it definitely exists in the inner communities there, but
It's just human instinct.
from a surface level, we probably don't see it because we're there like on vacation and shit. I feel like there's definitely competition there for sure, but it's not as much as it is here for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Europe is a better place to live in terms of like you can experience more a lot easier. Like traveling, doing trains, all these different places. Like if you're in the islands, you're not really traveling like that. I mean, I guess you could take boats and stuff everywhere, but Europe, you can see so many different cultures more easily.
I mean, Europeans think that way about America.
That would,
You could go and experience a lot of different cultures.
yeah, they come here, they see us
Slightly. I don't know. I feel like give it. I think China's going to become the new superpower
Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro. I think
in like 10 years.
I think the way we're going right now, bro, the way the dollar is diminishing, bro, I really believe that, it's going to take some sort of miracle to turn this shit around. And I think, we're falling from being that superpower.
We're done.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know when it started, but
It's
like
kinda
China
sad, though.
had a long-term game plan and it's coming to fruition now. Like
They're like, it's time.
yeah, they're building. I mean, like if you look at like they're starting to militarize a lot more. Like they're starting to like be a lot more aggressive and be a lot more bold, like with their practices and all that type of shit. I just feel like now is to a point where they're gonna start like pushing the envelope. And it's not like we're gonna go to war or anything like that, but I just feel like they're gonna become so dominant in terms of like having money and producing all the stuff and their military being strong that they're gonna be looked at as the superpower versus
Man,
America.
if that happens, it's going to be so sad because like,
We did it to ourselves.
what are people going to do, man? Like,
I mean, you still gotta be like still gotta realize, I feel like America is still like, I don't say like the best place to be, but like you feel like you can do more here though, like
where
make it on your own better.
in America.
As right now, it's not, we're not at that point yet. But I think we're not at that point where it's like bad.
It's coming though. I think
the way it looks right now,
like you can make it out
America.
of
America's the like damn the only place where you can become a zero. You could go from being a zero to a hero.
Yeah,
like, but I mean,
so in that aspect, you know, America's great.
That's what I'm saying. There's still a lot of opportunity. I'm just scared for the future because I'm seeing everyone struggle right now, and I'm seeing it's getting to a point where the media can't even cover it up anymore. Like people are just really out here struggling and
breaking into cars.
Yeah. It's the salaries don't mean much anymore. The thing is, if this continues to go, if the dollar continues to decrease in value, we'll get to a point where like, you know, a $200,000 salary isn't enough to sustain like a reasonable life. Like, I mean, we're already at 100K.
We're tiptoeing towards that.
A $70,000 salary back in like 2000, I want to say like 8 or so. I looked it up. It's like right now is what like a 120 would be, 110.
That's fucking disgusting. Who's making that money?
Nobody.
And anyone who is making that money, sometimes like the thing is like with companies that pay that much, you're just working hella, like you're on call.
Your quality of life.
Like I was talking to a lawyer today. They were telling me that they thought they had the weekend free, but the firm called them up and was like, "Hey, we need to do this." And I'm like, "Do you get compensated well?" They're like, yeah, but I was like, "See, that the thing is, when you get paid well now, you're required to do a lot more." So the company's like, if we're paying you this much, you better be available no matter when and stuff like that.
Oh, shit, right.
So a lot of people are trading their money. They're trading their time for money.
I'm paying you 10 bands a month, nigga. You better be on my beck and call.
Exactly.
It's funny that you say that because like that is very true though. I think now more than ever, Americans are going to have to work obviously they're going to have to work a lot harder for their dollar. And now that businesses are easing up on like the amount they're spending, you know, cutting down on expenses, they're going to keep the employees that, you know, give them the most bang for their dollar. So like if you're an employee who strolled in and just kind of coasted on your 6-figure salary and kind of just did like the bare minimum, they're going to replace you with someone who can come in and do the bare minimum plus 3 other hats.
Yep.
And that's that, and they're gonna keep you there, that person there, and they're gonna fire the person that's doing the bare minimum, and they're gonna start replacing their staffs with people that can wear multiple hats because, you know, they're just getting the more bang for their buck. And if they have to pay someone enough money to sustain their life, they're gonna invest in that one person that can do more for you. That's where I feel like the economy is going.
That's why everyone wants to be like entrepreneurs too, because it's like but people think it's like, all right, if I work for someone, they're going to require so much time out of me. I want more time to myself. And it's like, being an entrepreneur, it gives you the highest ceiling, but people get it twisted thinking like, you have flexibility, you have time, but like you have to still devote your time.
You don't have to choose a struggle. Really.
Bro,
being an entrepreneur isn't it's not sexy, dog. Like, okay, sure, maybe you're doing what you want to do, but low key, not really, because like when you run your own business, bro, you're working 24/7.
Yeah. Now that you really say that, I'm really thinking about it now because I just had a moment where I just thought about like my life, and then I thought about my life if I was like maybe making the same money being like an employee. What would I value more? The life
you would have. So I literally before we got here, I was just talking to someone about this. Okay, so
who?
Okay, as an entrepreneur,
you said who? Fact check.
No, my homie. They're texting. Okay, so think about it like this, right? Right now, you're at home. Low key, you're working.
I am.
There's things
when I finish this, I'm gonna be thinking about work.
Yeah, you're gonna be thinking about work, and you're like literally retroactively working, right?
Yeah.
Bro, employees, once you clock out and you go home, you're home.
Yeah.
There's all the tasks that you had to do were done. Now your brain is off. It's the weekend. That's why people turn up on the weekend. It's not that like you hate your life. It's just like I have nothing to do now. Bro, our weekends, low key, like there's shit to do. Like whether you're on the phone with someone, whether you're getting paperwork together because you have a meeting, whether like you're filming content or you're going to fucking someone's home to go do something, but you're on call all the time, or you're trying to get a new client.
Yes.
There's no off.
Bro.
There's really no off. So it's like, choose a struggle. And I was talking to them, I'm like, damn, so like you have like a 6-day weekend. So right now you're off. You don't have to do anything. Like you don't have to worry about anything because all your tasks are at work when you clock in. Bro, you could just sit here and watch a movie all day long.
Not have to do anything until you're
your brain is off, which is that sounds great.
Entrepreneurship is definitely harder.
But when you learn the business too, sometimes you can get kind of jaded about it. Like for example, let's say you know how much you're generating a company, and you know you're generating them, let's say like 300K from you working. Mm-hmm. But you know you're only getting paid like 90. Part of you's gonna be like, all right, there's some people, it's something gonna click like, like that don't sit right with me. I gotta get more, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get more.
Yeah.
But some people are comfortable with just going to work and things like that. Me personally, granted, like I have a client tomorrow, like on a weekend, like, and it's like I have control of my schedule, but I know that the more flexible I am, the more available I am, the better, my business does. Man. But it's like but it's up to me to still set my boundaries. Like I'm gonna try not to book someone on Sunday. If I'm not gonna advertise, I can like work with you on Saturdays. But if I do, I keep it a small pocket. You know what I mean? But it's also like I do love it. I love the grind of going on LinkedIn, finding a doctor, talking to him, having a great conversation, and now boom, I got a new referral path, or for someone who can like send me patients and things like that. So it was like when you put in the work and you see things succeed, it's not, I want to say it's a high, but it's like, damn, like
it's a high.
Your work is generating success. Like,
but directly. you love what you do though, so that's different.
Yeah.
Some people are just trying to get a paycheck.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
yeah. I actually, you know what? I want to say I'm leaning more towards saying that entrepreneurship is definitely a lot more fun.
100%. It's more fun.
A lot more rewarding.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do this if I had the full-time job.
It's Friday.
It's a lot more fun and a lot more rewarding.
But I'll be working till 8:00. I can't do this.
But skill, like difficulty level, entrepreneurship is way harder.
Yeah, way harder.
On a stress emotional level, I think working a 9 to 5 is way better.
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so.
Stress emotional level, you think working a 9 to 5 is not better?
I don't think so.
You just said that like so and so can get off work and be chilling for 6 days.
Oh, wait. What do you mean?
I'm saying.
I think entrepreneur is a lot more stressful.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I said.
I was like, I don't
9
know.
to 5
if someone told me to do like a couple tasks for the day, and that's all I had to worry about, I don't got to worry about like the success of the company.
Yeah.
I don't got to worry about payroll. I don't got to worry about shit, and I just go home.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
But you also see the ceiling. It's like
there's a trade-off.
Yeah, I can't.
Like,
I know. I'm just saying, if I was in a play, I don't give a fuck. As long as that check hit, nigga,
it
I'm
does
good.
depend on how much money I'm making, though.
It depends how much money you're making. It depends if you're in a double income household. It depends on like all these different factors. Like if you have a spouse who's contributing, and you don't even, let's say, put together, y'all making like 400K. I was like, all right, what do I need to be? Like, I talked to my brother. He's a emergency pediatric attending at a children's hospital. He's making.
Say that again. And he is black.
Yeah, he's black. Yeah, Nigerian, and he's making a lot of money. And I talked to him about being an entrepreneur. He's like, honestly, I don't really need to be an entrepreneur because I'm making enough money to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, do I hate being on call?
But some doctors
and
want like more than that. They're like, I want to start my own practice and all that type of shit.
Like the ceiling is very high, but my brother's like, at the end of the day, like, I don't need to.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What I mean? Like, I'm getting paid enough. I'm getting paid a lot. I do well. I have the fun I need. And I have to go through sometimes like having to work a night shift and things like that I don't really like to. But at the end of the day, like everything's more controlled and I'm getting paid well. But you have a lot of people who aren't getting paid well, especially in the PT field. The amount it costs to invest to get your degree and everything like that, the average pay for PT is trash.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all. So I tell people, if you're going to be a PT, like, why are you trying to be a PT? Because it really matters. If you're just trying to be run-of-the-mill PT and things like that, don't expect the money because there's not money in it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're the typical PT and you're like, you have a husband or a wife and You know what I'm saying? Then you can combine your incomes and things like that. But if you're trying to like, oh, I'm gonna be a PT, I'm gonna be making bread. No, we're not gonna be making bread. You're not gonna be making bread like that. But you have to be okay with that. You're gonna be working long hours and seeing so many people in each hour. That's why PT has like a high burnout rate.
Yeah.
But it's also like, what do you want to do? A lot of people just don't want to be in the entrepreneurship side of PT because there's a lot of marketing, a lot of trying to create relationships, network, and things like that.
Because I have a low. I think you just need to evaluate what do you value in life. Because like, I have a low ceiling. If I could eat good food, like go to the gym, like for whatever reason, I just love going to the gym. Like period. Like if I wasn't piloting, I'd be at the gym. Eat good food, go to the gym, and consume my media content that I like. I'm happy.
Consume my anime. Just watch anime.
Yeah, like if I could just watch anime and shit, and like
take a vacation every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then. I mean, get PTO or whatever. Yeah. I think I'd be straight.
Yeah,
I believe that. I do like. I like that for me too. But I think also part of me, I just feel compelled to like. I don't know. Like I've always wanted.
I've always wanted to be capitalistic.
But no, not even like. I don't even. There's no money goal. I'm not even trying to be like. Oh, I'm trying to be rich as possible. But I've always wanted to be in a position to make opportunity for people. And I know the only way that I can be put in a position to create opportunity for people, I have to be in that ownership, being that thing that I'm running the ship.
Why do you want to do that?
Because I'm
just asking, like, why do you want to create opportunity for people?
Because I see how many businesses get too business minded and don't like, especially like when PTs don't get paid. Like I've always said, like I want to be. My goal is to create a company where I have 6-figure PTs, and that's like the norm. You know, I'm able to generate enough money and have like skillful PTs that are gonna generate that money, but I can also pay them. I know companies where I'm not gonna say one, but one reached out to me and was like, "Hey, basically the way the numbers worked, I was only gonna make a fifth of what I generated the company." I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, why? Like, the employee takes so little home and the company takes so much. It's like business wide. If an employee agrees to that, the company is great. But like now that employee does suffer because now they're having to do so much more for so little and things like that. It's like I want to be able to like give opportunities in terms of like and having people be able to live life the way they want and not feel paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean? And like just being in that position to create a better life for people.
Can't wait till you get into that position.
No, I'm
just sitting here like, I'm like,
you understand.
You have to create
I can't wait.
Out of this world.
I mean, it's different.
Kill your business,
huh?
Kill your business.
But there's ways. I know it's a balance. I know it's a balance scale.
And that's
what I'm saying. Like I don't care.
You want to pay. You obviously want to pay people, but like, man.
But like yourself,
that'd be your biggest expense. Like you're gonna start looking at your shit. You'd be like, where the fuck is all the money at?
But like you said, I don't expect too much.
And then your accountant's gonna be like, I mean, you're paying this guy 6 figures. You're paying this guy 6 figures. Then you start looking at that nigga. You're like. Right? You want time off?
But like you said, like I don't require much for me to be happy. I don't require. Like I'm not trying to get a $20 million home.
Would you take home sub 6 figures and let your people take home 6 figures?
No, that makes sense.
Okay.
I can't.
All
live.
right.
Can't live in this world.
That's what's
gonna happen.
No, because there's people who will take like let's say like 160 or like 180, right? Mm-hmm. It's not enough. They want 300 or 400.
Who
as the owner?
Oh, okay. I'm like,
take home.
I was like, your employees?
Yeah, no. I'm saying like as the owner, 180, 200 is not enough. They want 3, 4. It's like, I'm not looking for that money grab. Like I'm good with like enough to what?
Say it.
I'm good with like, if I'm making 2 and I can pay my employees 100, that's easy money. I'm great with that. Like, cause after like 150,000, 180,000, your lifestyle doesn't really change. Like you can make it change, but like you know what I'm saying? Like you can do everything you really want to do.
If I'm making
after 100,000, your life can change.
I'll just be real. I'll be real from my perspective. Like maybe I'm just a hoe ass nigga. If I'm the owner and I'm making 200 bands and I have an employee making 100 bands,
But I mean, it depends though. It depends how much that like.
Fuck no, man.
Am I making 200 like myself, and then the business is also generating money, or like you mean like?
Man, it's possible.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm listening to all this, and I'm just thinking like,
so I like it.
I'm okay with it.
You would have to have a crazy successful business for these payrolls to be realistic. Like, I'm just thinking about it from my perspective.
I think you're just saying you want your people to eat.
Yeah.
Honestly, not really, because the way, for example, let's say with standard prices and PT for like out of network, things like that, each employee could generate based off that and like a decent work week, not even something that's like burnt out 40 to 50 patients a week, off of like a 35, something like that. They'll be able to generate over 300K. You know what I mean?
What?
They will be generating over 300K of revenue.
Okay.
You pay them like around 30%. You know what I'm saying? You take home 2/3 of that goes to the company, and then everything else, it could work.
Maybe the business structure of the medical field is way different. But I'm just looking at mathematically.
It's a service. Yeah. It's a service. It's a service.
There's no way.
Whatever you generate, you make. It's not like if y'all have a bad sale, I still have to pay these people that much. You know what I mean?
Because I'm thinking about it from my perspective. I'm like, bro, nah, man.
It's like you get
and I'm like any like. Shall I think about it, bro?
But it's like
I said,
the return is like it's straight on. If you make me $5, you get $3.
Yeah, it's different.
If I lose $5, you're not getting $3. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm going to have the money to pay you.
I think
based on what you do.
I'm thinking about it. I have a few 6-figure employees, but I feel like
talk about scale wise though.
But it's different because your thing is not direct. Like they don't directly generate money.
They don't.
So you know what I mean? So it's different.
Yeah.
My employees will directly generate money for the company.
Let's say you have it because it's like the business we're talking about is completely different because like it's like like they don't. It's not a service business to where it's like you have a personal trainer in the gym. That personal trainer is making 6 figures. If he's making 6 figures, then I'm making a decent amount because I'm taking home a bigger percentage anyways.
Exactly.
But I'm looking at it. It's like you have an employee that's making. Because we're talking about from an owner's perspective. We're not like a manager or some shit. Like like I own the company. Mm-hmm. Like imagine let's say the company is a 7-figure company, and you're paying yourself. Let's just say you're paying yourself $250, like, and you have like just a regular, like just an employee making like $125.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Is that what's bad about it?
That's
is it an ego
you can't
thing?
really dictate.
No, it's not.
You have to know the whole business before.
It's not. Because I'm thinking about expenses, all that type of shit, and then on top of that,
he's making $125, but he generates $370.
Yeah, that's different.
That's basically what the PT would be.
That's why I'm like, never mind, because like the way that I'm thinking about it, it's like if I only have enough to pay myself $200, why am I like?
Now, if you're on salary, and let's say like you're just going months and you're not generating any money, then
then it's like, hey, brother,
we might have to make a change or something. But most times, like that's the goal. You get them to a certain amount, and then they generate everything you pay them. So it's head on direct.
I'm so hungry.
I know.
I'm like dizzy.
I was gonna get food on the way here, but I was already.
Was there one more thing we want to talk about? That was it.
No, there was
raw honestly dogging on the plane. The start got kind of funky.
Raw dogging on the plane. Remember you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
What?
The men raw dogging flights.
It's trending right now.
Yeah. Raw dogging a flight.
Yeah, raw dogging a flight.
Yeah, you said raw dogging on a plane.
Do you live in Stafford or Houston?
It's a flight or
plane. Raw dogging on a plane.
Raw dogging a flight. Raw dogging on a plane. Does that not mean the same thing?
That is a whole different thing.
It's a new term now, though.
Raw dogging the flight, not raw dogging on the plane.
I wrote down raw dogging on flights, so I just substitute flights with plane. It's
raw dogging on a flight means raw dogging on a flight.
Okay, so you raw dogging a plane.
Yeah. Raw dogging a flight, because if you're raw dogging a plane, it sounds like
you're riding a bike or you're riding on a bike.
You live here.
Is there a difference?
What?
You live in this area or Houston? Like, do you live in Stafford, Missouri City or Houston? I'm asking you a question.
Oh, I know. This nigga is crazy, bro.
Is that too much information?
No, I live in Houston.
Oh, you do?
He said he lived in Houston.
Bro, we've talked about this.
No, because I'm just trying to like remember something.
What are you trying to remember? Bro, this
You brought up food, and I was like, we should go eat after this in Houston.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny.
No,
this guy he comes in and then he comes out.
No. I was just because when you said food, I realized, damn, I haven't eaten anything today.
I don't have no food places after
well, that was my first meal. Yeah, that was.
I know. I want to ask him. I say, "Yo, Shawley, you got food?" Not at all. I come. This guy has a whole meal prep. He said, "Oh, not for you." He said,
that was literally the last
meal prep
meal that I had in my fridge. That was the only thing I ate today, bro.
It's gonna be so. We go look at that nigga's fridge. It's gonna be
not gonna lie. I opened one door, and then I felt bad, and I closed it. I saw the yogurt in the top.
You opened this nigga's fridge.
Food there, right?
It's yogurt.
I mean, yeah. I guess you call that food.
I was tempted, but
what was I saying?
Riding on a bike and riding a bike, is that not the same thing?
Riding a bike,
riding on a bike.
Yeah, but raw dogging a plane.
Raw dogging on a plane.
No, that don't come out right. But anyways, you do that?
Raw dogging a plane? I've done it a couple of times.
Well, first explain what raw dogging.
Oh yeah.
Let's explain. When you're on a plane and you have no headphones, no phone, no source of entertainment, no music, you don't sleep, you're just up and you're looking at the flight map for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
What's weird is I kind of did that on my way back to America.
All the way from
you were just thinking about everything? No, I mean, I would imagine that's. I mean, not like that.
I need to talk about that before we get off the pod because I know people are definitely going to be checking for that.
Checking for what?
No, I was just looking at I didn't like any of the movies. I was looking at the.
I told you to download movies. I said, "Hey, yo, download your movies." He said they have movies on the flight.
No, because usually they have a good movie that I want to watch.
Bet.
At least one.
They didn't have anything that could really lock in. I tried and I was like, I just can't lock into one. I was looking at my phone. The Wi-Fi was so bad that it was all I had was text. So I just ended up sleeping and looking at the flight thing. That was it. I didn't stay up because it was a 10-hour flight.
Raw dogging, I think, is when you stay up.
Okay, well, I
think you're supposed to look at the flight map the entire time or something.
Oh, I got scared. I was like, bro, there's movement.
No, it's Princess.
Yeah. Hey, Princess. Hey. Huh? No, kind of. We're still in the middle. I said hi earlier, but I don't know if you're sleeping.
You should talk about your.
Chance, you do not.
Are you going to talk about your competing?
Oh, the loss? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Are we done with the raw dog thing?
Yeah, we're done with the raw dog thing.
Can you raw dog fight?
No. I need to listen to music, sleep, watch a movie. Gots to.
Yeah. Okay, we can close it with this. We close it with the.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
No, I'm saying we can close it after the call. Okay. I'm so hungry. Yeah, I lost.
It's like you should throw up the Uzi memes. Like, I lost. You ever seen that one? The Uzi meme? I'll send it to you.
Wait, so the specs, what I've listened or researched or whatever is that if they would have counted your squat, would you have won or would it still be in
Nah, I think so I'll just break down the thing. Hey, you know what's funny? I've been talking about it. I don't know why. Yeah, you guys are acting weird. I mean, I feel like
weird.
No, we haven't talked about it.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously I flew over to Lithuania.
A day late because they canceled your flight.
Oh yeah. No, it doesn't really matter.
He was delayed.
But I flew over to Lithuania to try to win my third world title, which hasn't been done in my weight class. And just the whole process honestly wasn't. I didn't like my prep for it. I thought it was ass. Remember when I texted the chat? I was like, I just rage quit in the gym.
On your part though, people are gonna try to spin that like.
What do you mean?
He thought his prep was bad. They're gonna blame someone else.
Oh no! I just didn't have a good prep. But
it's because of you, not because of anyone else.
No.
You know what I mean? Because what if someone's watching this oh, his prep was bad?
No, I just didn't have a good prep. I mean, I competed back to back. I've never really done that before.
Because of someone who was probably
No. So I had 2 meets back to back. I never really done that before in my career, and I didn't know how to navigate that. And I was super honestly, this whole prep, I was super frustrated. Flew to Lithuania. I was supposed to fly. Number one, I flew in super late, which I should have never done. I don't know why. I don't know what compelled me. I kind of do because I just didn't think other competitors were
gonna get there at that time.
No, I just didn't think that I needed to fly in so early. So I just didn't think I would have that much competition, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because the way that my weight class is that I'm probably going to be facing the best competition in the US. The other countries, history has shown that they typically don't, they're just not as strong. So when I got there, I mean, when I went for my flight on Friday, they overbooked it. So then I had to go the next day, and it's a 19-hour travel time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So when I got there, it was Sunday afternoon, and I competed on Tuesday. So mind you, I just got off of
Oh my God.
yeah, basically because it's a 19-hour travel time, and then on top of that, it's a 2-hour van, like a 2-hour fucking human trafficking van ride over. That van was sketchy as fuck, uncomfortable as fuck. 2-hour drive to the actual city, right? So by the time I get there, it's like, man, 5 p.m. Lithuania time, and I only had Monday to like kind of get my shit together. And I competed Tuesday.
That's pretty tough for jet lag and
Yeah,
shit.
I didn't.
But I didn't know how you were, because you were texting us when we were awake, but like it was like 2 a.m. or like just nighttime over there.
I would be up all night because
I'm
it's
like,
like, mind you, the sun comes up at 3 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, 3:30 in the morning. The
That's
sun comes up, and the sun doesn't go
crazy.
down until 10 p.m. Weirdest shit ever.
That's Germany, right?
It's not super close to Russia. It's like in that kind of like weird area.
I don't know where the fuck Lithuania is.
Yeah, it
Like,
used to be.
when you said that, I was like, damn, like,
Yeah, I
that
know.
sounds far.
Yeah, no, it was. It used to be part of Russia. So, anyways, I get there. I have to get my dad situated too because he came in to watch the flight. I had to get Duhan situated because
Your dad came there?
yeah, I flew my
Damn.
dad in. Yeah, so I had to get him situated, and then Duhan comes in at like
Yeah, late. I remember you told me.
Duhan came in at like 2-3 in the morning. So I had to get him situated. Just a lot of shit going on. So the travel was the worst that I've ever experienced for a meet. So then the meet day comes. I felt I still had to cut water, being in a whole different country with like a whole different shit. It was a little bit difficult. I get to the meet. I win. I feel confident because once again, I know I'm not bringing my A game, but I'm thinking the other competitors aren't really going to do well. Like they won't do well enough to pressure me. If that makes sense. So, I mean, shit. So my third
Did you know
squad.
about that guy? Did you already know about that guy before?
I knew about him, but I didn't think we genuinely did not think that he would do what he did.
I like that.
Did he think that he was going to do what he did?
When I talked to him, yeah,
I'm happy for him.
he thought that I was bringing like my best package. I was like, nah,
And you
like
fumbled.
that wasn't what we did, and that wasn't the game plan. So when we got there, I'm like, and mind you, like the way that I compete, I'm very
Aggressive?
like, huh?
Aggressive?
Boastful.
Or competitive?
Not boastful. I won't say boastful. Theatrical.
Theatrical, yeah, like theatrical. I showed up in a suit. Like I'm very like you know
you tries to
I'm
bring some
extra.
energy.
I'm extra as
Yeah.
fuck. I'm in the warm up room like blasting my shit. Like I'm hype. Everyone is like very just stoic, but I'm like, man, I'm about to like go crazy. And so I get out there super confident. I'm doing my thing. Then we get to the third squat. They take it away. I'm not really tripping off of that. I mean, it is what it is. When I knew shit was a little bit weird was towards the end of bench. And I'm like, damn, like I'm looking at first. I'm like, okay, I'm in first. Cool. But like, there's like someone below me that isn't like too far off. And I'm like,
So on 5 keys.
yeah, it was like 6 keys away or 5 keys away. And I'm like,
6 keys.
mind you, at this point, the meet's done for me. Like, I'm just pulling just to like finish it off. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, it's kind of close. Like, it's close. Weird. So we start deadlifting.
I picture you with that look you have when you have your bottom lip out. And you just be like,
No, I didn't look. No, I didn't look that crazy. Niggas could see me. I wasn't going out like that. But I was like looking. I was just like. So we start pulling, and now I'm paying attention to the other competitors because normally I'm just
chilling.
I'm chilling.
Like,
Now I'm like,
who is this?
okay,
Yeah.
because like at this point you can see how much someone has left on their lift. So I do my opener and I'm like, doesn't feel like juicy, you know? So I kind of already knew what I had in store. And he was pulling, and it looked like that nigga could just pull whatever he looked like he could just pull the world.
He pulled a lot.
He was pulling a lot. And I was like,
so you never like knew of him, or like, not that you never knew.
No,
of him.
I knew of him, but like I said, I didn't think he would be something where I'm like, okay, like he's gonna.
I hit him up after. I'm like, hey, did your team scout correctly? I was like, do they scout in powerlifting? Like, do you know what the other opponents can hit? Like, I'm like, if y'all knew,
did y'all scout him?
We did. We scouted everyone. So like, okay, like I said, we looked at what he did like a couple months prior, and it was like 20 less than what he did at Worlds, and it's a quick turnaround time. So we're like,
maybe he'll get the same.
Maybe he'll get around the same. Maybe a little bit more.
He went fucking Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he just showed up. He showed up and did his thing, and I didn't show up. And then when we got to the last pull, this is crazy. So like
that last pull, man, that shit hurt me. That shit hurt.
The venue was fucking geeked. Like you have to look at it like this. Like, you know how people get super amped up when like LeBron's about to lose, or like just someone that's won a decent amount is about to lose. Bro, they were geeked in there. Like they were doing like this.
Yeah.
In the stadium, and it felt like the ground was shaking.
Yeah.
And like,
knock that mother off this pedestal.
No, for sure. When I pulled, it was super quiet. Over. I came out and everyone was just kind of like, and I'm like, come on, like give me some more juice or whatever. And they're like, And I was like,
nah.
Shit. So I pulled my deadlift. It went fine. And he was coming right after me.
Oh shit.
And I walk by, but I don't even get all the way to the back room. I was like, nah, like, I'm like looking up at the replay thing, big ass screen. And I'm praying. I'm like, I mean, shit. Shout out to Jurgens, but I didn't want that nigga to win. I still want to win. So I'm looking up. I'm like, ooh, drop it. Cause I know he's strong. I knew he was strong enough to pull it. His second, when I looked at his second, I was like,
damn.
So quick.
Damn. I was like,
what was the second amount?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was fast though. And I'm like, oh, he could just load up anything.
I ain't gonna lie, to be transparent, cause you know me, I'm vocal on the socials.
Yeah,
I'll be going crazy on socials.
Josh be going crazy for me on the stories.
But also for me, like, always have that feeling that like Russ knows I'm gonna do this shit, right?
Yeah.
He better, he could come through, so I don't look stupid, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be saying shit. I was like, hey, competitors don't know. Hey, I know Russ about to. Hey, they don't count that last squat. Hey, I know he's still gonna win this one. He's still gonna win this one.
I needed that one.
I also don't know how much everyone needs to lift and things like that. I just have confidence that Russell's just gonna do whatever he needs to do to win, right? When I started listening to the announcers and looking at the numbers, I'm like, oh, they try to bring it close, but nah, Russell gonna pull away. I'm talking on it. Then after the first deadlift, I saw Russell's deadlift, and I saw his deadlift. I ain't gonna lie, I started being a little slower on my stories.
You're like, let me evaluate this shit before
I said, oh, I think it's close. I was like, okay, it's close.
I knew immediately.
I'm like, why is Russ pulling before him? I'm like, Russ got to pull after.
Bro, the funniest thing, this is how, and it's not so much cocky, bro. It's just like, we looked at his shit, bro. He competed like 2 or 3 months prior. Yeah. He did this total. We're not thinking this guy's going to PR his total by fucking, X amount. 30, yeah. So anyways, the goal was to only do 8 lifts and not do my third deadlift because we've already locked it up. That was like a thought process. They came to me and said, we're going to need all 3.
Every last one.
And I was sitting there, I was like, I got you. But then in my head, I'm like,
did you feel like you were capable? Like,
did you feel fear? Not fear.
No, you didn't feel strong.
Nervousness.
Right? At that point.
I felt okay. I didn't feel like my strongest, but I felt okay. Not like I didn't go in there thinking like, fuck, I feel weak. Does that make sense? Like, I was like,
anxiety hit you at that moment?
Anxiety?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't feel
fear of like, oh shit, I gotta actually like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, it only kicked in when it actually happened.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't anxiety. It was just like, he pulled it. Bro, the crowd went nuts. Like nuts.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't hear anything. I'm just looking at the thing and it's just like he pulls it and I'm just looking and I was like, shit, I just lost. And I was like, damn. But like I was like, let me go congratulate him first. Cause like that's, I just feel like, he beat me, whatever. So I hugged him and I said, congratulations, man. You did your thing. This is your moment. And then I went to the back room, bro. I started crying like a baby. I was like bawling.
Really?
Yeah. I was like sobbing, like couldn't breathe. And then my dad came in, and like, mind you, I've never had my dad at a competition before. My dad came in, and he's like, I had finished crying, and then my dad came in, and I turned into like a 14-year-old kid again. And he's like, hey son, it's okay. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. You tried your best. And I literally just started crying. I started crying again, and I just hugged him, and I just started crying. And then
it's a tough defeat.
Yeah, I got over it. I'm fine. Like once I left the venue, because I leave everything in that moment, like leave the emotions in there. I cried, I did whatever I had to do, and then I was fine. Yeah, I was like, all right, what do I need to do to come back better and stronger? Yeah. And like now I'm excited. I'm back to normal.
I think it adds another arc to your story.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, I was nervous. I was nervous a bit, because I was recording his Jern's right? Seriously.
Yeah, Jern's.
What's his name?
Jern's.
What's his name? Like his name, full name.
Jern's.
Where's he from?
Kingamu or something like that.
Yeah,
he's a Cameroonian.
Yeah, but I was watching the last lift. I was recording it. I'm like, oh, because in my head I'm like, he has to fail, and I'm recording it.
That's what I said too.
And as soon as he picked it up,
not even a fight.
I said, let me just cancel this story.
Yeah.
And then I was nervous how Russell was going to take it, because I was like, this is his first L in a minute. But then when I saw y'all like talking on stage and things like that, I was happy to see that and kind of see you like embrace him. And then when I saw Jern like cry as soon as he finished,
I
was really happy. I was like, the way that how much that moment must have meant to him, I resonated it.
Bro, he didn't even make it to the back. He cried like right then and there. And I was like, honestly,
damn. If there was a way for Russell to lose, honestly, I like that way that like it was such a meaningful moment for someone else in their life. Like
I literally said that to him. I was like, honestly, man, it sucks losing, but I am happy watching you be happy that you won. He has a wife. He has a newborn.
He has a family.
He has like a family, and I'm like,
to know how much
he gets
that
to go home and say that he's a world champion to like his child and his wife, and I'm like, it's kind of hard to hate that. It's kind of hard to be bitter about that.
And
so I'm just like,
won.
I've won 2 times. Like I've won. Would have been like 4 or 5.
Are you the most decorated 83 ever?
Nah, I mean like it would have. If I won that one, it would have been the most decorated ever.
So like you're like counting your national ones too. That's what I'm talking about.
Nationals and worlds, most decorated ever.
Put together, are you the most decorated ever?
Yeah,
my nigga.
But I wanted to cap it off with with the world title. But I mean, it's all good,
man. You still the best out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's all good.
I think it just gives you more. It makes next year a lot more fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. But it's crazy because like I was able to step back and realize I'm like, bro, this is like powerlifting has gotten so big to where it felt like a literally like sports moment.
Yeah,
like bro, like the British, the UK people were so happy for him. They're like, it was kind of awkward because like they're right here and I'm like right here crying. Or I wasn't crying yet, but like they come in and it's like, what the fuck? Like they're all just like, imagine going to the locker room and your opponent's like literally right there.
That sucks.
Yeah, and then like the guy comes in, he's like, you beat the greatest 83 of all time.
Damn.
No, you're the greatest 83 of all time. Bro, I'm sitting right here just like,
oh my god.
Well, it was 2 people. So it was like one of his friends said it, or some kid said it, like, you just beat the greatest 83 of all time. And this the other guy came out and said, no, you're the greatest 83 of all time. I'm like, all right, come on now.
Yeah, just gotta eat it. I just sat there and I'm just like, honestly, this is what happened.
I told Russ, like, I saw the video of it. I told Russ about it. Russ like, I was right there.
Bro, he's like, bro, they said that he's the greatest 83 of all time. I was like, oh yeah, I was right next to him. Just right not in frame.
Soak it all in and come back strong.
Imagine they're filming Josh like right here. I'm like, where Izzy's at? Mm-hmm. Just sitting there. And it's funny because the SBD sent me the footage.
Yeah.
It was me crying. Like I wasn't crying, but like they're trying to get video of me crying, but there's so many people around me that you couldn't see me. But I was like literally sobbing.
I love that you're like one of the first people to embrace him though. That was honestly like a big defining moment that
I mean, I had to respect
a lot of people can't knock. Like as much people want to like talk mess about you and talk trash, it's just like you can't, no matter what you say, oh Russ is people want to say Russ is cocky, Russ is this, whatever. Everyone knows that someone who really was like a bad person in like at their soul or whatever would have not taken that L the way you
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
So like that has to be commended. Like, oh, I may think this about Russ. I may think that he's like overconfident, but like, damn, this guy really embraced the person who beat him. He wasn't a sore loser. He wasn't, mad and pouting in a corner and things like that. So
I mean, I just think it's a misconception.
it was a way for people to actually see. Honestly, I feel like it was a better way for people to see how genuine of a person you can be, but also like have a better idea of you as a person.
Yeah,
because if you want, again, people are just gonna be like, "Oh, this guy sucks. He's just cocky."
No, so like, what's weird is that a lot of people have been saying that like, a lot of people have been like super happy that I lost.
Yeah,
and they think it's gonna like, oh, he needed this to change who he was as a person. I'm like, bro, not one thing has changed about who I am as a person.
I saw comments like that.
Yeah, I'm just like, fam. Yeah. Like, if anything, I'm more confident now. Yeah, like I feel more sure of myself now going forward.
It's crazy how people change up.
Oh yeah, I mean, you expect it though.
Yeah.
With life and success comes like,
a lot of people definitely don't want you to win.
Oh yeah,
and when you lose, also too, they feel more empowered. They feel, oh, I can talk. But now. Also too,
what's and I don't trip off of that. But what's beautiful too is that like, bro, when I was at Worlds, bro, I felt so much love, like from the community.
No, it was good,
which is like interesting because like when you get as much. I think like sometimes like our minds warp us into thinking that like social media is like a real place. It definitely is a reality in itself. Mm-hmm. But like when I'm out and about and like when I was there, bro, Chance is like about to fall asleep.
Yes,
when I'm out and about like moving, stay awake
as much as you can.
And when I was out and about moving at Worlds, like it was nothing but love, like a fuck ton of people showing love. But there was like a weird contrast with like social media, and I'm like, okay, this is funny. But now I'm extremely thankful for the experience, and I'm just looking forward to getting better.
It gets a rematch again at Sheffield
in January. In his home turf. That's gonna be in front of like 3,000 people.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah,
that's redemption.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have my parents there. It's gonna be fun.
I might fly
like out. Literally, like in 6 months, we get a rematch.
January. I might fly out myself.
Where's that in UK?
Yeah, Sheffield.
Damn, I have to make a trip.
It's gonna be a movie. Like y'all don't understand. I don't know. I'm gonna show y'all videos of Sheffield. It's gonna be a movie. Like if there was ever a meet to go to. That would be the how do tickets work for that? Like, is it like you have to get them ahead of time? They sell out. You just buy it.
So it's not like you have to get it before like November type shit.
Oh no, it will sell out. I think it might be close to selling out.
Do you know when they go on sale?
They're on sale now.
Oh, shit. I hate planning so far ahead.
It's gonna be a fucking movie. Like, regardless if y'all come or not, like it's just gonna be a fun. Like. Y'all see how far powerlifting has come. Yeah. And you'd be like, what the fuck?
Like it's like a sporting, I want to go because I mean, the energy in the world sounded crazy. So like,
no, this is times like 100.
Is that hard for you to like plan so far ahead like that? Like to buy a ticket now for January? I feel like from like playing football.
I know I'm finna compete in that motherfucker and I don't have any tickets.
Plan so far ahead. Like everything is like day to day and stuff like that. So like when planning so far ahead, you feel like so much can happen. So I feel like it's so hard to like for me to
because I know I'm competing. I still
you know you're competing.
I'm about
but
no
like
tickets,
a spectator,
nothing.
you don't know what's gonna happen in January. What you gonna
need to do? It's not hard for me.
It's not hard for you.
I think it just forces me to actually travel when that time comes. Yeah.
I feel like it's hard. It's like too long of a way commitment to make. Like I need to get a little closer.
Obviously, I'm gonna focus on the meet, but I definitely want to make do of my time out there because I'm just like, if I'm gonna be in the UK, like. Might as well go to London or Paris or some shit.
I definitely gotta go, man. I got family in both.
Yeah. But shit, man. I feel like whenever you lose or whenever something doesn't go your way, that's when you become the best version of yourself, of whatever version is supposed to come out of that. Because it's hard to
a better version of yourself.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of manipulate.
Bertha better. Perfect. Better, you put a better version. Sheffield.
Nah, we gotta wait a little longer. I will say, like, I mean, think about like when you have a ploy. When you have fuck ups, like you come back stronger and shit. So
he has a album coming out, but like he's a has-been or whatever. Arc. So this is everything J. Cole's been doing has been playing into like the role of his new music stuff.
Think about when
so hungry.
Yeah,
Russ lost on purpose.
I actually can't think properly. But anyways, shout out to all the haters. I love y'all. Shout out to all the people showing love. I fuck with y'all. If you think that this is finna like humble or change me, it's only gonna make me more motivated. I've been going to the gym like on some like I've been having fun.
People thought you were gonna retire.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
I saw that.
Yeah. I don't consume anything that people say about me, but like some people will like relay it to me. They're like, oh, they're saying you're washed. You need to retire. You need to move up a weight class.
But I also didn't know that Jaren was older than you too. So it's like
yours is 36, dog.
So like it makes it like to think like if Russell's competing till he's that age, it's like down.
Nah, hell no, man. I'm chilling.
Sky's
like,
the limit,
not
bro.
chilling, but I'm more motivated than ever. Like if there's like, I don't think people know, which is when I was talking to my dad about it. I was like, Dad, you got to come to the next one. I was like, the next one is going to be in UK. And I was like, thinking about it like this, they're probably going to be booing and rooting against me. And my dad said, he's like, don't you like that? he's like, I don't think they know like who you are as a person. Cause I like underdog mentality shit or like going against the grain and like working hard against something. So I'm excited.
That's honestly like inspirational that he won it at that age. So like honestly, he pushed what I
told him
thought
the same
limit.
thing. I was like,
I used to think the limit was around like 30 or something.
Hell no.
I thought it was this young boy that won. And then he's like, no, Jaren's older than me. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Well damn, you could run this shit up even
I was
longer.
making a joke. I was like, how you PR? I said some shit like, I'm like, you chose 36 to hit the biggest total of your life against me.
That's crazy.
I was like, God damn, bro.
Hey, it's God's limit for you, man.
Yeah. But shout out to him. Shout out to IPF. Great experience. And I'm going to World Games, so that's fun.
When is that? 2025?
2025. August, China. It's like as close to the Olympics as you get to the Olympics.
After the next Worlds?
Yeah, I have an interesting decision to make. I'm not going to say.
Because you're going to have this Worlds and then the Worlds game within like a month or so.
Yeah, I have something I'll talk about later. But anyways, that was fun. We're hungry as fuck. So thank you guys so much for tuning into episode number 36 of the Better Take podcast. Do you guys want to plug anything before we dip on out?
If you're in Houston and you need some physical therapy,
is the knock and sale still going to be going on?
When does this go up?
Monday.
Yeah, it will be. Up to 70% off at knockapower.com.
Oh, yeah.
I want those,
yes, sir.
Those sweats, the shit you've been posting lately, I want them shits.